Welcome back to ESA Summer 21. We're raising money for Save the Children. Links to donate can be found below the stream, and we also like to thank Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. I'm Go Senpai, I'm gonna be your host during this run, and it's time for Island Isolation by Nikoheart and drayux. I hope that I have pronounced that correctly, and we're gonna be having correct song commentary, so take it away and good luck.
Thank you so much, Phantasma. Hey, everybody, welcome in to this special race that is, I think it's the first time that it's ever been done in a marathon ever. So thank you to ESA for allowing us to do this. Let me just run over the basics. Let's run over the basics. So first off, my name is Nikoheart. I'm a full-time partner UK variety streamer, speedrunner, steering with speedrunner. This is drayux. Please talk about yourself.
Hey gamers, my name is drayux. I like playing Alien Isolation fast, as well as other scary games. Like, sometimes I play Dead by Daylight. I'm interested in doing some other cool stuff like Portal maybe in the future, but I just like playing games and having a fun time. It's great to be here.
And we are joined by our commentator Carax, if you'd like to talk about yourself as well.
Hi there, my name is Carax. I speedrun this game as well. I started back in January of this year, and I'm currently the double world record holder for no major glitches on both Nightmare and Novice. Fun fact, this was originally supposed to be a Novice steering wheel race. There was a $500 incentive which got smashed in, about 2 seconds, guys?
Something like that. Like, it was very quickly met, to say the least.
So these are going to be time saves on that incentive.
These guys are going to be doing Nightmare steering wheel NMG, which is just a new level of challenging. So it's going to be pretty fun, good times, good memes. Yeah, excited to get started.
Currently, I am the world record holder for both Novice and Nightmare on the speedrun.com, but hopefully we can get drayux to get some some submissions as well in. But let's
I'm the underdog.
Well, let's talk about like the preliminaries before we do this run as well. So we are playing this on about like 275 frames per second. That's kind of like helps us to get like the best performance out of the game. I'm actually just going to move my wheel over a tiny bit to the left, excuse me. We are playing this also on Italian. It is 30 seconds faster of a language pack. Technically, French is 0.5 seconds faster, but more people prefer the Italian language. Obviously, we're both using different formats of coding to basically turn our steering wheels into mouse and keyboard actions. I'm using the software WASD or ReWASD. drayux, do you want to talk about how you set yours up?
Yeah, sure thing. So as Nico mentioned, we have very different wheel setups. I'm a huge car guy, so I, of course, have my fancy wheel, which has a couple more buttons. But one of the things we wanted to keep similar across the runs to keep the vibe of the steering wheel is we wanted the steering wheel itself to directly impact the yaw of the player. And then we wanted the pedals to directly impact your movement. So I use an application called FreePy. I basically went in. It's kind of like a Python emulated environment. It automatically loops. So it's pretty convenient. You can just throw in, hey, check for this button, or this button, and then map it to this keyboard input. It's about the same as Nico's, just a little more, like, quick
more
and
in depth. But regardless from all of that, like, the most important thing is that we both can basically turn a wheel. It operates the character, and as long as we can go fast, even better. So let's kind of start this game off and get ourselves ready into the Nightmare category. Oh, go for it. Camera from the left to right. Wait, what? Sorry, excuse me. Oh, okay, yeah. 1 second. Actually, I can't move my camera because there is a little wheel on the bottom right corner, which is going to be used for the loads and stuff for that. Okay, cool. So just had to sort out a few things technically there. I think we are pretty much ready to start if we're all ready. So
I'm happy if you guys are.
drayux, are you ready to hit the Nightmare button?
The Nightmare button's my favorite button.
No cheating now, boys. Come on now.
So, I mean, you can't really see it, but what I'll do just above my foot camera is it says hard, gonna press down, and then it says Nightmare. Same for drayux as well.
Then it even confirms if you want to play Nightmare for sure. Like,
that's also a good. That's also good there. So we are going to be calling for time because the time technically starts when the animation of us coming out of hypersleep happens, but we're both going to press the second cutscene button at the same time. So let's get ourselves to the second cutscene.
Yep.
This is going to be so much fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm so underprepared for Nightmare. I can't tell you. I was so ready for Novice.
All right, so I'm at the second cutscene now.
All right, I am as well.
Okay, so we'll be calling time properly for the tech, but for us and the runners, 3, 2, 1.
1, go.
And time will be starting now.
Now.
Right.
Ooh, that means we're right there. That's good. Synchronization.
Everybody, welcome to Alien Isolation. Let's give you a little bit of the lore about what's going to be happening here. So we are Amanda Ripley, Ellen Ripley's daughter, obviously from the movies. We are going to be waking out of hypersleep. We are aboard the Torrens with a lovely crew of people who are going to try to assist us in trying to get to where we could find a black box, which is a kind of like ascertaining to the like some kind of whereabouts and knowledge of the last just the last message from my mother, basically. So that is upon Sevastopol. We figured out that is upon there. And now we're just going to be casually strutting about and getting dressed.
Our first objective here is to get dressed, which is a huge bummer because you would definitely be considerably more aerodynamic if you could run naked.
Exactly.
And you have to go out the way. Right, so we have two crewmates. One is called Samuels, the other one's called Taylor. And you can see both runners employ something called a dialogue break here. There's two dialogue breaks, so one for each person. As Nico mentioned at the beginning, the game's run in Italian, and some of the time save is already here in the first mission. So you're going to see both players walk up to this silver trigger on the ground, walk backwards, and head out the room. So normally a conversation would start, and you'd have to wait 40 seconds or so, but if we just begin both conversations with both NPCs, we save something like, I think it's 35 seconds over just standing around. So already sort of speedrun strats coming into play in the very first mission.
Makes this autoscroller mission a little bit less painful.
Just a little bit. I mean, there is technically a faster strat, but again, for marathon safety, it's just more fun.
Yeah, the issue with the faster strat is that you need to look at your timer because there's no visual cue on Taylor, and I don't have a timer going because we're marathoning here.
And if you get it wrong, it's sort of instant 25-second time loss or something like that.
Exactly.
So it's sad times. Yeah, shout out to Cliffs. He's one of our speedrunners. He found that I think this time last month. So new skip's still being found in the game. That's a few years old here, which is really cool to see.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of the dialogue skips that we're doing there, for that specific one with Samuels, we have to actually wait for him to finish his sentence, and when we start talking, because that is what basically will help towards the skipping, basically. As long as we've entered the plane and we leave the plane in that period of time, then it will just cancel out, thinking that's all done. So
yeah, fun fact: there is a 1 in 100 glitch here. I pray it happens to neither of our runners right now, where Samuels does never appear at the end of this corridor when the objective updates. So we've got Nico's.
Yeah, it happened to me recently, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, that's a thing that happens.
I was about to put money on getting it for this event, just because we have to reset our race.
We should also talk about a little bit about the nightmare difficulty as well, because
we'll get into that. Just a second.
So let's talk about this little cutscene here that we will be skipping. Essentially, we are going to be prepped because we're going to be traveling via EVA line over to Sevastopol. But unfortunately, it's not going to be as easy as that. The cutscene that we're skipping is basically where we're going to have some meteoroids or asteroids going to be tethering our line. We're all going to go spiraling out into the air, but luckily we managed to land in the airlock of Sevastopol. We don't know about the others, so we got to try to recommunicate with them at the same time.
Yeah,
and that's literally what the cutscene is going to be skipped.
That's the important detail, is that we're separated from our crew, so our first goal in the station is to go find them.
Exactly. We could probably get a cheeky plug-in before we do anything.
Yeah, we have some time. If we have any plugs, any updates to the event, Phantasma, anything you want to read out?
Yeah,
we have. We have a $5 donation from Poetics213 who says, donation in honor of Blue Horby, skipping all of those Blue Dragon random battles which terrified me as a younger, and that money is directed to the file name incentive for The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Thank you so much for your donation. And maybe we have the first important donation of the run. This is from Maelstrom Alpha, who donates $30 and says, Nikoheart, it feels like so long ago that I found you while playing Katamari Damacy. But you always make me so proud with how much of a positive beacon you are, and on Twitch, and such a lovely person. Good luck with the race, my birded brother.
Oh,
thanks so much for your donations.
That's so sweet.
I just had a tragic room there.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got my timing messed up. I got it all turned around. That was something else.
It's all the nature of the game itself. So
it's just because it's a marathon. It's a marathon jitters.
Exactly. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening here. So we're thinking, Sevastopol seems like a pretty good place. So we're kind of finding out that, it's not as all lived up as it's meant to be, because especially on my stream, if you look over here, we're trying to find like alternative paths and stuff like that, but sometimes the paths that we find isn't always up to standards. So we are literally falling down off a plank and taking...
Just falling down the floor, yeah.
Yep, scripted fall damage, by the way. So we're going to be talking
so
about...
that's the first detail of Nightmare there, is we have no health bar. So
exactly.
It's up to the runners to memorize how much damage we took. After that fall, you're always at 72% health.
Yeah, so to give an overview, originally this was supposed to be Novice. Nightmare is it's extremely unforgiving. You get barely any loot. These guys are going to pick up very few items throughout the course of the run. Everything does more damage, has better AI. Humans will shoot you after about a half-second delay, and revolver shots, humans in particular, are particularly deadly. It can be a one-hit KO from full HP if you're unlucky. So it's really important to sort of memorize and keep track of your HP. That scripted fall damage Nico was talking about a second ago, that's 28%. So both runners are already at 72, and then there's an electric wire here that you can either choose to flip the RNG and run through it. It's about 50-50 whether it shocks you. That does a further 21%. So you're half health before you've even got a chance to play the game, really. Nightmare is really, it's just go, go, go from the beginning.
There we go. So right now, again, we are trying to find the alternative pathing to like open up the doors and trying to just like get from A to B, like any kind of direction or any kind of like, instead of like getting anywhere, we have to like basically turn on a lot of the Sevastopol itself. So again, we can't usually get over that way easy, so we have to go around. Again, if you're playing it casually, you'll find out that the little area over there is all kind of like cordoned off and fiery, so we can't actually do anything. Now, here's actually a cutscene. Like, it slows you down so that you can actually look at the torrents, like, just grazing past you. Again, we got really no communication with Verlaine, who was a person who was briefing us on the torrents at the same time. So we're trying to reconnect with Verlaine at the same time. So
Brain is a mad lad flying this close to the station. That has to be breaking protocols. Like, honestly.
There's a really funny moment in a later mission where she just, because she has no idea what's been going on for the past, 2 hours, and she just absolutely loses her mind as we move a radar dish. It's got a funny encounter.
Now,
what the F is going on?
Picking up flares at the moment. Now, the flares are like designated for the run as well. We usually have to pick up about 2 or 3 flares. Again, we are going to be using the flares for specific parts of the run. One of them is going to be coming up, I'd say, relatively soon, actually.
Yeah, in this mission, right?
Yeah.
The casual player underestimates the value of flares, really.
Yeah, these 2 flares are the one constant loot in Nightmare. They're fixed spawns, so they're always in the same place. As Nico just as the swag 360 there coming out the vent.
Wow, got a flex.
But yeah, they're extremely useful. They can distract all types of NPCs, androids, humans, and the alien. And we're just about to meet, speaking of humans, the first non-crewmate here, which is Axel, who's going to feature...
One crewmate that doesn't shoot you instantly.
Exactly.
Yeah, he does try. He does try. But,
it's like the semi-protagonist of this run, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's not bad RNG. So Axel coming out there is actually RNG, believe it or not. So sometimes you could be waiting ages for him to come across, but that wasn't too bad, actually. I wonder what Drake's going to be like.
Happy to say.
Yeah,
nicely done.
Pretty good. Yeah, all humans have RNG to them in some components. So there's other humans that are going to come up later in the run, and the way they behave can actually impact whether you live or die, even if you don't interact with them. You're going to see that in Mission 3 with a girl called Heidi in just a second. Axel, he's, the first playthrough, you get a bit of camaraderie with him, but when you speedrun this game, really, he just gets in your way and it becomes a bit of a nuisance, to be honest. He just loves to lose you time.
The whole vent section coming up, I mean, they do a great job showcasing his butt, but it gets really repetitive really fast.
I mean, we do have to relive it every time, so, we do get that sweetness every so often. So we are going to be coming up to our very first sort of technical weapon. Well, it's not really a weapon, but it's a very essential tool for quite a lot of the run. Now, there is some funny facts about this specific tool for different categories, which I'm sure Karex could probably talk about as well. I know that Drake can talk about as well, because they run specific categories where you don't even need the tool, or if you try to use a tool, like, it just is non-existent. But here we go. This is the tool that we're going to get. Now, it's actually a pretty fast grab as well.
Yeah, pretty solid jack grab. Let's see how
would you like to talk about the maintenance jack?
Yeah, so obviously this is no major glitches, as we said at the beginning of the run, but there are other forms of speed running. There's also an any % run where you clip through large sections of the game, and you actually never end up picking up this jack, which means you never get to use it as a tool. And there are, mini spoiler, there are some nasty creatures called face huggers, and it means that you're essentially soft locked because you have no jack to splat them with. But in NMG, luckily, we go through the mission, chapter by chapter, so we get everything.
It's a great
as we
use
run
of the
down.
verb splat. I appreciate it.
Anyway, so we're about to skip a cutscene here from both runners, but essentially we meet Axel for the first time. He comes, pushes a gun to the back of our head, and then we manage to talk our way out of it, and he barters a place on the Torrens, that's our ship that you saw go by just a few minutes ago, in exchange for being our guide around the station. So right now we're trying to link up with Taylor and Samuels and see if they're still alive.
So, I mean, essentially from that is just kind of like, it's just a nice casual wait till we actually get into Axel's den or hideout, shall we say the least. And it's
His love nest, yeah.
He's showing
nest.
us his bedroom.
So I guess we could take a cheeky plug for this in the meantime, like maybe like 1 or 2 plugs.
Absolutely, we have another important donation. Well, in this case, it's going to be a question from Kurt B, who donates $5 and says, important question, what wheel are the runners using?
Okay, so I'm using the Hori HORI RWA Apex. It is a Xbox 3, well, it's a PlayStation wheel. When plugged into the PC, is recognized as an Xbox 360 controller, wherein the software that I use allows Xbox 360 controllers to be remapped. Drayux?
I'm using a Fanatec CSL Elite wheel base with the, I forget the acronym, W2C wheel something, which the D-pad broke off shortly after I got, so I have a makeshift joystick up here. And then I have the Fanatec Club Sport wheels and Club Sport shifter and handbrake.
And also, I would like to mention that this donation is going directly to the Donald Drake in skin choice incentive for the Uncharted Drake's Fortune Any Person Run. So remember that when you donate, you can pick any of the bid wars and any donation incentive we have. So before you donate, you can check the list for all the active incentives, and you can do something special with your donations.
So as Dre and Nico, do you guys want to talk about the 50-50 run RNG that does nothing?
Well, I don't think I've got the RNG because I'm trying to run. You can usually find
Dre
out
has
just
it.
in here, but
So here, 50-50. I've got run RNG, Nico doesn't.
I mean, we can talk about it, but like obviously, basically you can run, basically you can see, you can just walk. It's kind of like all depending, really. So
It's a weird little bug,
Yeah.
but it doesn't save you any time either. So.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
Axel
kind of
has
same
to go
situation actually comes into a huge play at the very end of the run as well, which is kind of like what we like to call the fast walk situation. Essentially, it's just RNG. We don't know why it happens, but it can just happen. So if you don't get the fast walk, you actually lose 8.9 seconds for the very final mission, which can be quite crucial for a world record
9
run.
seconds, pretty crazy. So the difference between first and second place in NMG Novice is around about 20 seconds, which is about 0.2%. So 9 seconds really it's nothing to scoff at when you're going for world record attempts.
Exactly.
Yeah, really. And same with my category, no CC. It's 26.3 seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I'm in second place, But like that
That's
8
bad.
seconds can make or break your record.
It's really crazy, the levels of optimization now, and there's still so much left to go as well in
Oh,
NMG.
like, honestly, there can be so much optimization for the wheel. Like,
yeah.
we'll get there at some point. I mean, at the moment, I'm like the only
for this marathon, we're going to do
Yeah.
so many safety strats because it's nightmare. It's crazy. It's
Yep.
a nightmare, really.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
don't know.
the game.
We want to be really safe.
Oh,
Yeah, the
come
game has-
on! Here comes
saw that.
here comes the
I had
pants.
to get one in.
Okay, so one pun. Let's keep it going, shall we? So we're now in Axel's hideout, and the only thing that we really need to do here, whilst he kind of just blabbers on about like hey, this is our safe place, if you know what I mean, and everyone
My
else is on
butler's on
holiday.
holiday.
We just need to pick up the flashlight because the flashlight is crucially important for just here and nowhere else. But
Yeah.
we do need to pick up the batteries just so that we can even turn it on because it doesn't come equipped with batteries. And poor pal Dizzy, I just hit his eye there. I'm so sorry. So literally all you got to do is load the battery, turn it on once, wait for like the trigger of Axel recognizing this little tunnel that we're gonna, tunnel tube, vent that we're gonna go into, and literally we don't have to use it anywhere else. Easy peasy.
Yep, easy peasy. You actually saw Dre there on the left. You can actually turn on the flashlight before you even pick it up just by the act of looting the batteries. It does nothing, but it just sort of lets
It's a
you
fun
load your
little
batteries.
flex,
Yeah, it's just mini flex. It's both coming back to the save point because there's precious few autosaves in Alien. The game really sort of was designed around using this old retro cool sort of telephone station, I guess you'd say, from the first movie. in order to save the game. So the first safety save of the game will be coming up right now, because as we said before, Axel loves to throw a spanner in the works. And if these humans that we're about to go past actually, they don't even have to kill you. If they see Axel in time, they'll shoot Axel. And if Axel dies, your game fades to black, and you'd have to replay the entire mission again. So obviously we would not like to see that on stream.
Would you guys say the humans can be quite the speed bump to our race?
Oh my goodness me, you're coming up with some really good quips right now.
Oh, I was standing here. I missed the prompt. I didn't even notice. I was too distracted coming up with the pun. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm going to be a good bit behind Nico now just because I missed the prompt. I was waiting for nothing.
Well then, let's kind
happens,
of like, it does happen, yeah. So, this is where we're going to be taking our first safety save, because as I mentioned that we're going to be needing the flares, here is the very first crucial point where even I could die, because on Nightmare, humans are very, very easy to target at you, if you know what I mean.
So there are 2 revolver humans here and 1 shotgun. So
yeah, exactly. And revolver shotguns are not fun.
Both runners are going to need sort of 20 to 30 seconds of serious time here, just so they can get this bit sorted, because it is rather a pain if Axel just dies over and over.
Yeah. We gotta be
because
sure
essentially if we die here, it's right back to the beginning of the mission. Hooray!
Yep. So safety save is crucial for a marathon run. You know, it's not even like super reset heavy, but it can be super finicky, especially when your
there we go.
Your controls are a little bit wonky.
Exactly. Unconventional to say the least. Right.
Yeah, unconventional, exactly.
So here we go. So I've got to light the flare. Stop running before I go in. Throw it over here. Hope that the humans don't look at me. It looks like it's all good so far. And we're going to be introducing crouch hopping. Crouch hopping is basically a nice silent way of being able to get from A to B a little bit quicker. And they notice me. Hi, senpai. Time to reset. So that's what I'm exactly talking about, is the fact that they were more attentive to me. If they're not as attentive to the actual flare, then that's a bit of a ripperoni, if you know what I mean. So we've got to be very careful here.
And even if Nico had got past them somehow, they would have domed Axel, or sort of as he ran past. So you absolutely need them to go for this flare here.
So you can actually see that the heads are a bit more attentive now to the position of the flare, which is good. I've got to wait for them so they don't turn around, because sometimes they can turn around a tiny bit, and if they do, they will still decide to one-shot you, which is always good fun. Now, what I'm going to do here is a little quick strat.
No!
Oh no!
Axel, please survive! Axel, please survive!
Oh, God, turn around, look for Axel to come through, and then he should just walk towards.
Oh,
Axel died!
So CC,
Axel died!
Case in point. So both runners, you see how fiddly this can be. Axel is very, very, very squishy. If any gunshot, any punch, he'll go straight down. So in able to glitch past this humans, you have to sort of really make sure the humans go for the flare.
Thought I had my chance to catch up.
That's a rippy.
This is NMG in a nutshell. The time swings can be so huge in a race. I remember once we had a 4-way race in the Discord just for fun, I think last month. And people were over an hour and a half away from each other in time. So it can really
Axel must be camera shy, dude.
Snowball, yeah. Should be good here. Looks pretty
good. That's hilarious that Axel died in that instance as well. That's hilarious. I haven't had that before in a long time.
Both of us too.
Oh god, that's good. That
dude, I
scared
got
me
the
like crazy.
So here, Dre had something called Axel Warp. So if you wait for Axel to his head to appear in the light, he'll actually warp behind you and save you another, was it 20 to 30 seconds here?
I think it's 10 usually.
Is it 10
to 15.
Oh, okay. I meant over the no CC.
I don't know. I don't know the major glitches all that well.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I'm a no CC connoisseur, so
looks like a solid flare throw from Nico there on the right hand side.
That's scared me so hard.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you jump a bit on the stream.
Alright, here we go. Turn around, look for Axel, go back around, and then the Axel warp will start commencing. There we go, there's the dialogue. Right, so technically Drayux is in the lead, so congratulations.
Yeah. It's going to be anyone's game for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
So one
of the fun things about Drayux's setup is that he has to use the little handbrake lever to actually enact the hit or the shotgun. So
yes, it's a immersion technique.
Exactly.
By the way, Axel just disappeared in that hole right up there towards my left.
Yes.
That's a cutscene I just skipped. I forgot to announce that because I wasn't prepared to be in the lead.
So Axel sadly is no more. He fulfilled his purpose and we will miss him greatly, but right now we're right at the end of mission 2.
Can we get an F and an 07 in chat for Axel? The short-lived protagonist.
He can't die to the humans because he's supposed to die there. It's a little redonkulous. But...
And the act of actually swinging the jack on the human, this unlocks the ability to use the jack as a weapon. So now we have that from now to the end of the run. It's very useful.
Another
also,
fun fact.
Yes, talk about
I think
Steve
you're going to
potentially
be
murdering you.
Yeah. So as soon as you press this button, one of the cool, I don't know if it counts as an Easter egg or not, cool little things that Steve will become active as soon as you press this button. It's the first place in the run you can die to Steve. Steve being the alien, by the way. It's the well-known speedrunner name for him that's just stuck.
Pretty much.
And yeah, so there's kind of 4 major activity states of the alien. There's inactive, he's not a threat at all. Active, where when you press that button, if you make too much noise, he decides to come down and check it out. But otherwise, he's not too much of a threat. Just know that he's active. Then there's patrolling, which we're going to see in Mission 5. And it actually has to do with a cool strat that we do in Mission 5 as well. That's kind of a big flex on the casual player. And then there's a lot of scripted events, which we as speedrunners can really exploit. Because if we do enough damage to Steve during the scripted event, he'll run away before he'll even exit the scripted event. It's really nice, helps us out. You'll see that most notably in Mission 10, Mission 14.
Yeah.
Bit of 16
Mission
as well.
17. Yeah, and 16 as well.
Yeah, there's a director AI that is responsible for those first 3 actions that Dre was describing there, and it actually follows you around at all times. But there's a neat little way you can trick it when you're coming in, loading into a new level on trams, which is just to bang your jack and make noise. And it sort of tricks the director AI to thinking you're outside the map, which buys you sort of 10 to 15 seconds of time, which is really, really useful in some of the runs because the alien's going to get super active really soon. Very aggressive, and it is Nightmare, of course. So if you touch the alien in any way, you're going to die. Right, going back to annoying humans, this person who's just fired a shot at Dre on the left-hand side here.
Well, the friendly
Heidi.
lady shooting at me is named Heidi.
Yeah, and running in this game, especially the NMG way, which is non-silent running, can do a lot of just stuff to mess up human patterns. And Heidi has to die in a very, very specific way here in order to do the fastest possible exit. So we're going to be doing a little amended strat for the wheel. Dre has to be stealthy here, and Nico too as he runs up these stairs, because there's 2 or 3 yes,
a lot of leg action here.
Yeah, humans patrolling with revolvers. Remember, revolver is you're extremely lucky if a revolver does a one-hit kill you. So when Dre gets down these stairs and sufficiently close to the door, he's going to run again, and then trigger the override button here.
Oh, they're shooting at me. I put it to the wire right there.
But yeah, the reason we hit that override button that Dre just did there is...
Steve to interject real quickly. He's scripted a run there every time. That's all you get from him.
Yeah, if you don't hug the right-hand side there, Steve can actually come down as you're picking up this revolver and stab you in the back, and it's extremely annoying. So it's very important that he misses line of sight on you there. Dre did it very nicely. As Nico is heading around to the right-hand side here to pick up the humans.
Sprint bursting.
Yep.
And then the crouch hopping.
Yeah, Nightmare AI, is extremely unforgiving. The humans can hear you, have the larger view cones, the non-novice, and they fire their weapons probably in about half a second. So cautiousness really does pay, especially before we have unlocked any real weapons.
Yeah, and in Marathon, better safe than sorry for a lot of these.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
It won't be the biggest flex possible, but I'll just flex my enough. Kidding.
And yeah, autosaves few and far between, so we'll be taking another safety save right at the very end of this mission.
By the way, we talked about my cutscene, so when Nico gets a cutscene,
yes.
Don't hesitate to describe what's going on.
Yeah, the black box Nico mentioned earlier, I'm sure you can get into the detail there.
Yeah,
the
so
reason
this
we came
is,
aboard.
what we just found is actually the entire reason we came to Sevastopol is to find this, I guess, red box in this case.
Yeah.
All right, and I just picked up the access tool. This is our first mini game in the game.
Yep, you can
it's
see it here.
A bit funky on wheel, but we can make it work.
So here we go, black box. You know, like, this is hopefully where we're going to be able to find, like, just a little bit of information about our mother. But, you know, somebody's got here before us, and unfortunately the files are corrupted, and it's all the good times, and we just, like, the last chance, the last chance quotation marks that we had to have, like, a little bit of, like, you know, just any kind of substance of hearing from my mother is just removed. So
Ripley's so done, isn't she? She just
I like
that
how
thing across the
you're
room.
like too optimistic. You're like, we have no chance of contacting mother. It's all good times. Gosh dang it, dude.
how harsh does that sound when you put it that way? Thank you,
Good
Dre.
times. Yeah, I was just like, it's all right.
So
We're
if you
here with the positivity. This is very wholesome.
So you're actually going to see Steve in all his glory now. Andre's POV in this mini cutscene lasts about 30 seconds or so. It's essentially the first time the alien is fully active in the game, so he can kill you as per I suppose the rest of the game. Technically in mission 2.
Speaking of which, I don't want to redo mission 3.
Yes, please God no.
One of the biggest reset points in the run is coming up for me in like 2 minutes, like 1 minute, 2 minutes.
He's gonna get
1.5 minutes.
Fine.
I'm gonna do the safe strat, but the safe strat still is not guaranteed.
Yeah. So you never know, if drayux actually dies here, then this could actually match us up of our speed time.
If I die and you don't, we'll be rack like you'll
NMG
be
races are wild. They
really are.
It's gonna go back and forth so many times, I'm sure. So yeah, this Heidi pattern we were talking about before, we're actually gonna do a strat that gets around that. Heidi can sometimes walk, sometimes Steve can kill her first, and we need her to die second, and also run away in a specific direction from Steve. But a quite nice little workaround is to go around the back, leave breadcrumbs of sound for Steve, and then crouch hop, and he follows you round the back of the staircase until he sort of stops hearing your footsteps, which lets you sneak around and do the hack and get out while he's still hunting for you.
Nice. So we got good formation.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff.
I'm just idly waiting for hopefully something that will get me back up to speed.
Hey, it's alright. There's plenty of opportunities. I don't know the safe mission 7 strat.
True, fair enough.
Mission 7, it's definitely anyone's game until mission 7.
Mission 7 is you can be the best player in the world, and mission 7 is just still rolling the dice, I think, partly. So it's a really, really spicy mission to watch in races.
Right, I'm doing my safety save now, so I'm kind of catching up.
Yep.
Steve went the good way for me. He didn't take too long. Awesome, we're safe.
Yeah,
nice.
It's important to note that when the alien is dropped, he can hear your footsteps, but the act of walking itself is, for all intents and purposes, silent. If the alien's up in the vents, it won't make him drop. But if he's down vented and he hears you walking, he'll snap to you like that. Especially with Nightmare AI.
The
so nice,
cool strat you see on keyboard and mouse is sprinting behind humans as everyone's dying, doing the hack super fast, getting through the elevator, pressing a button, getting a mission 4 before anything else. Wheel is just a little bit too inconsistent to hack quickly.
Yeah, I'd say the steering wheel, it's like, these guys are crazy, man. I don't know why. Nightmare on the steering wheel. So that's why we do the safer strat. Even though it's not as cool, it's not as nice of a flex. You know, we still make it work.
Alright, there he is. He's running.
Get in, Nico.
Very nice.
Oh god!
You got it.
Oh god! Oh god!
Oh god!
No! No!
I think he's coming for
No!
you. So don't worry, that's why we save. That's why Sonika has said he'll be out very shortly.
Yeah.
So you see, Dre's just picked up the motion tracker. So again, like I cannot overstate how good of a job Creative Assembly did on this game. It's really, really true to the whole alien vibe. And you've just picked up the motion tracker. Unfortunately, on Nightmare, it's broken, so not a whole lot of comfort. It can also give you.
Works. I mean,
yeah,
you don't
it gives you false positives, doesn't it? Yeah.
Just false positives, yeah.
Yeah, it will beep sometimes when there's no one around, just to give you a heart attack, you know, just because Nightmare. Yeah, lots of stuff from the first 2 movies thrown into the game.
We get the second version and mini game right here.
Yeah, good luck, Nico.
This one's like skills checks and Dead by Daylight.
Okay, that's sounding better now. It sounds like he just went behind me, so. And he's up vented. Good.
Nico. Nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Enables Nico to walk straight to the green hack here, and he should be out.
When I was practicing this the other day, we had a really weird Steve where he walked behind me without seeing me. No idea. That never happens in Nightmare.
All right, so I'm into mission 4. Hooray!
Good stuff.
God damn it.
You're gonna see
the luck of the draw. Really, it's honestly because the xenomorphs are very, very attentive to their you know, the AI of how they've been coded and stuff like that. You know, one little misstep could literally mean instantaneous death, if you know what I mean.
It really can.
Also, we have the most
the cutscene going on right here.
Yeah,
is our first introduction to the Working Joes. Our friend Hughes here. He has a revolver, which we like to call the tickle tool. He's not a master of the tickle tool. But the androids, if you don't give them their daily tickle, they get really grumpy. We're going to see me do the tickle here coming up because we have some androids to deal with. And Nico will do a tickle as well as your classic, what is it, Texas two-step?
Yeah, the Texas two-step.
We're going to get ahead of ourselves a little bit, but we got all kinds of droid navigation techniques.
Oh god, the Hughes death is just so annoying, isn't it? He shoots his revolver, then stares at it in horror, like, what, revolver shoot bullets? And then allows the android to just kill it.
What just came out of that?
I thought it was just blanks!
Oh, here's our tickle tool right here, ready to go.
There's also a technique where you can toggle your FPS. Obviously, it's a major glitch, it's not allowed in this run, but you can CC crouch clip through that door with an FPS skip, and Hughes will actually shoot you before that cutscene sort of starts. So
Yeah, he's a hostile human, of course.
yeah, don't feel sorry for Hughes. He got what was coming to him.
But we don't know if we
Oh,
talked
cool.
about it, but this is the second mini game that has been introduced into the run, which is basically like, you know, line up the dots or line up the lines and then just press E when they line up together. That's
Yeah, I had a. Oh, don't
yeah.
grab me! Don't grab me! Don't grab me! Woo! That was too close for comfort.
Yeah, it's always yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I had a really like a perfect RNG on my minigame, so you couldn't even see what I was doing all that well.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Very nice pattern. So the Android, it's worth talking about sort of the damage values and their AI. Sorry,
Yes.
they have
Take it away.
very good hearing. They move quickly. Android grabs. There are two types of Androids. We call them Joes, the vanilla ones here that you've just seen, and Super Joes, which we'll get to later.
Oh, dude, I got door break.
Yeah, very nice. Are about 18%. Wow, door open for you as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
And Android punches are about 10%. Remember, these guys are already essentially just over half HP, with no med kits picked up as of yet. So
I
there's a
did
mechanic.
skip the shock, so I should have 72 still.
Yeah,
Unless I
but
got
I should have
shot
72
without
as well,
yeah.
knowing about it. Which is
Yeah.
an unusual problem. Most people know when they get shot. But
Yeah.
nice. Okay, that was a tickle right there. So we basically cancel. Oh, come on, get the button. This might be bad. This might be bad. This might be bad. Oh, we're okay. Okay, so if the droid gets an elevator with you, it's certain death. I missed the button because
Oh,
the
God, why
elevator
did I do
button
that?
prompts
Oh, God,
are,
why
like,
did I do that?
really weird.
Why did I do that?
That was
Oh,
a very
especially
tense
for us,
180.
Nico.
Very tense 180 there. So yeah, if you fire a revolver shot or actually any type of damage, so it can be a shotgun shot or a flamethrower burst, as the android is going to the act of grabbing you, you won't take damage, and it will give you grab immunity for 10 seconds. The game doesn't want you to be grabbed over and over, which
Most of the
means... Yeah,
Every
most of the
so
time.
often it bugs out and you get grabbed anyway.
Yeah. So it's a useful technique we use when androids are bunched up together like this at the end of this mission. So very, very solid.
All right,
Oh,
I'm
thanks for
making my way.
spaghettiing.
I'm making my way downtown.
I got a
walking
spaghetti
past.
droid, dude.
Yep. Also, just to give you an update on the story, lore-wise, there's an emergency broadcast from Samuel. So we know that Samuel is alive and well. And we skipped the cutscene here, obviously, as we're speedrunning. But essentially, he tells us that Taylor is injured, and we have to head off to the medical bays to meet up with them. And then what probably is, I'd say, the longest / one of the scariest missions in the game, your first playthrough, ends up being actually pretty chill. But we'll get into that in just a second.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy mission, you know, if you hit the key code.
It makes your blood boil the first time you see someone do it. Like, what? You can get out in 4 minutes? I spent an hour there, man. What?
I think
No,
now would be
so
a good time to actually take some plugs as well, because with Dre coming up towards, like, you know, just the last like waiting part towards going into M5, I think I think that'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, because we have a good amount of donations to mention.
Oh, amazing.
Ooh.
First,
Awesome.
we have $5 from Sebe444 who says, shout out to Nico. Another $5 from Moggy who says, good luck on the run. And Sid Summer, do you think aliens will like ice cream?
Definitely, yes.
Oh, well,
they like anything to do with humans.
I
Like,
mean, the
humans are
ice cream will
annoying, so
become
you
an
gotta check it
acid
out.
at the end of it all, but, you know, at the same time, it's fine, isn't it?
Who says that's bad? Frozen acid? That sounds.
Oh, yeah,
sounds like a nice
absolutely,
dairy-free
yeah.
alternative to me.
Okay, keeping going, we have $35 from Impact Tide who says, I have been bothering my brother all day about this run. I have been so excited. Drayux,
Hell yeah.
Nico, steering wheels, and Steve. Is there a better combo?
don't think so.
You tell me, you tell us. Whoa, that was close.
So that Joe down there, as Dre goes
Oh.
to 10-5, because they have some downtime here, that Joe loves to spaghetti noodle, you know, just turn
Yeah,
in weird
you saw
directions.
mine spaz out. Nico's did his weird turn and then grab. That's the hardest part, is you can't flick on the wheel. So when they do that, you just have to, like, shoot and pray.
So because we're running it as well in the M4 bit, as we see Samuel's here on our left-hand side from Dre's POV, because we're running, the alien actually doesn't have time to get into position ahead of us. In casual playthroughs, he's often trapping in those vents. But if that android that Nico just shot had grabbed him, the alien 9 times out of 10 would have moved into the vent that's right above that android, and he would have died. So very, very nice recovery there. Well played. So we find out that, yeah, so we sort of say, hi Taylor, bye Taylor. She's sort of chilling on the floor, like, Ripley, is that you? And we just run past her. Because we're heading over to Corbin.
I did it
and
fast
then
enough. I didn't make a big note about it. I apologize. But yeah. So it's another one of those places where you can't sit around and look to listen for dialogue. Or we know Taylor needs help. We're gonna get her that help. Us like
absolutely.
whatever it takes, dude. We know we got to go fast. We know exactly where the meds are. Like we just have to deal with Dr. Coolman, which isn't very cool.
He's cool for a period of time. Then he's just stone cold, and then he gets stone colder very soon after.
Cold.
It's cool for a reason.
Gosh. Spoilers, Nico. Spoilers.
I didn't say anything. You're making your own assumptions right now.
all right, fine.
May I read a couple of interesting donations?
Absolutely, go for it.
We'll be
Okay,
quiet.
I have 2 additional donations that I want to mention. First, we have a $50 donation from Lemitz, who says,
Wow.
Majestic good luck for bot runners. This is more awesomeness on top of already awesome event. This goes to Steve to give some slack for the runners.
$50 is a lot.
And
Super
also,
generous.
we have $10 from Drew Lacan, who says, keep up the good work. And Nico, are we there yet?
Oh, don't you start that. Are we there yet? It was the biggest meme of me ever playing Alien Isolation ever, where my whole community just like started spamming, "Are we there yet?" And I afterwards, I just had to turn the car around. I turned that car around.
As a kid, when my parents threatened me with pulling the car over, I thought that meant they were going to flip the car over. That threat always terrified me.
That's always quite dramatic.
Like, if you keep misbehaving, we're gonna pull the car over. And I was like, I don't want any of that.
Is there
All right,
anything you want to talk about while we're on stream?
Before we
We're here for you,
talk
man.
about the run.
So yeah, this
Probably worth mentioning here. So this is mission 5. This is what I mentioned. Steve is first in his patrolling state, and we're about to see that. The devs do a really, really good job at making it very apparent that he's going to be patrolling and hunting us. So apparent that it works really well for the speedrun. So he's coming out that vent. He's still coming out that vent.
Yeah, you notice how Dre breaks his camera there by pulling out the revolver. So the reason the game, if you play by the game's rules here and you hide while Steve is on this drop sequence, it takes about 10 to 15 seconds. You basically enter this pattern where he's running around these corridors, he's terrifying you.
Yeah,
And I'd say in most people's first playthroughs, this takes a long time. This mission, like over an hour. But if you know exactly where you're going and you know exactly where the keycard is, that scripted animation buys you just enough time to get this keycard that he's just picked up off this dead body and back to Coolman in time.
Yeah, Steve is like finally active now.
Devo trovare un medico. Sono un medico. Una mia amica ha bisogno di aiuto, di attrezzature sanitarie.
I think Drex's mic just cut out there.
Yeah, I thought mine had as well. But yes. So Coolman, you find out just from a lore perspective, the reason
I
he's
think
so
his
cool.
internet might have possibly died there.
I've just lost his stream as well. Or we'll continue while we wait for him to reconnect, I suppose.
I'll catch up to him, hopefully. So we'll see what goes on. If we do need to pause the timer, then we can.
Yes.
In fact, should we pause the timer just for a second?
So he's just put in the keycard. Oh, I've just got his stream back again. So if you
he's just blue screen. So what we'll do
Yeah.
is we'll pause the run for a quick second. If we can get the timer pause as well for Drex to return.
Yeah.
Shall we go to a quick intermission and get some donations read?
Well, I want to mention something about the charity. We are raising money for Save the Children. And maybe you're wondering, okay, if $5 is the minimum amount of the money that I can donate, does that will be helpful? Well, absolutely yes, because with that $5, you can provide education supplies for one child, giving them the tools they need to continue their education. So remember that every dollar you donate is really important.
Yeah, great cause. For sure. And thank you for all the donations so far, guys. Like, the fact that we hit that $500 pretty much instantaneously. Wasn't there a graphic supposed to be made, Nico? For,
Was that, sorry? Oh, yeah.
there was
So, yeah, Nashlax had created an actual visual for, obviously to promote Novice to Nightmare. And there wasn't even any time to push it onto the stream or to Twitter because you crazy guys had already met the incentive. So, Drakes, is that you?
Hello?
Hello.
I might be back. Hello. I'm
Hello.
sorry about that. I was like feeling really good about that too, and then I just blue screen.
That's so strange.
It's so typical, isn't it? Like,
Oh man. I just got to make sure I get everything open. I got to get free pie going again. This is
worries.
unfortunate, but I was so ahead of pace. I guess Steve can handle it. He's like, you cheated.
So whereabouts were you in the run before the blue screen happened? So that we kind of like...
I believe he was putting in the key card.
In the process of I think I just grabbed my pipe bomb.
Okay.
Script, run script. Okay, so, oh, wait, no, that's not going to work because my wheel's not on yet.
Well, thank you everybody for your patience whilst we get this back up and running.
Yeah, that was not part of the plan, I promise. Oh, it's not up yet.
Also, we do have a speedrun Discord, so these guys are going to be showcasing lots of different strats for you, adapted for wheel, and just strats that we've figured out from years of playing the game. So if you like anything you see, or you're just an Alien fan in general, or if you want to, try and explain to me why Prometheus is an underappreciated masterpiece, just head over to speedrun.com/AI, and there should be a link to our Discord there. It's not, though.
What do you think, Drake? Should we go back to beginning of M5 or?
Yeah, we can. If you want to, we can just start fresh M5 and
let's do that.
It's a very quick mission,
and we'll be synced up on timing, and I think that works all right.
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll restart from M5.
I'm hoping I don't blue screen again. That was unfortunate.
Absolutely. Let us know when your end is all live and everything, Drake.
Yeah, I think. I forgot to hit the stream. I knew I forgot a step. I feel like I missed it. I should be ready. No, I totally forgot to open OBS again. That is totally my bad.
Don't worry about it.
All right, start streaming. Should go through here.
Okay, so while we start again with the timer, I have a $20 donation from Design Tech, who says, "Good luck in the race, Nico and drayux. And remember, as Steve says, which means wear your seatbelt, kids."
Nice.
I don't know if my microphone has detected that.
Oh no, it detected it very well.
Okay, that's amazing.
All right, I see
really
Drake is back online. So when you're ready to get to M5, Drake.
Hopefully it ports through to the thing. I can start when you're ready. If you just want to count down.
Just making sure that Tech knows that his stream is back online. Yep, I can see that. Cool.
Oh, there we go. There's my feet. All right.
All right. So you ready to go from M5? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
so I'm ready to press the yes button, and we'll commence time as soon as we both press mission 5. So let's just wait for if you go to mission save, Drex.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm on the yes.
Okay, so 3,
All right.
2, 1, let's resume.
All right, cool.
Thank you all so much for your patience there. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. Fingers crossed it doesn't blue screen on me again. It's been happening more frequently lately. Like there's a Windows update or something that hurt me.
Strange.
It's so typical, isn't it? It's fine for like a week, and then of course, when you're in the middle of a run and you're on great pace, just decides to kick you in the teeth.
It's one of those things that can unfortunately happen. I mean, we can never expect tech to go our way.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess for the meantime, did you want to plug a little bit more about the charity that we're raising money towards, Phantasma?
Absolutely. I want to mention that in the world's poorest countries, millions of mothers have no choice but to give birth at home with basic medical supplies or a midwife. So for $2.50, your gift can provide a mother in need with a clean delivery kit containing the essentials such as a bar of soup, a plastic sheet, a sterile razor blade, umbilical string, and a cotton cloth warp for the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another good reason to keep donating for saving the children.
Absolutely.
And also remember that every time that you donate, you can also be part of any of the prize raffles that we have. So you can check that on the prizes webpage. And also remember that you can put your money towards any of the different incentives that we have around. For example, we got incentives to play this race with a steering wheel. So you have seen that donations are real and incentives too. So remember that you can do a lot with any amount of money you decide to donate to save the children.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
I appreciate the plugs there. Again, guys, make sure that you do donate towards Save the Children because they do a considerable amount for so many children around the world. It's honestly a very, very, very important charity. So any of your donations, and again, like even $1 can go to such an extent of like helping just a vast amount of children within just $1. So seriously, if you are able to and you have the financial stability to, please make sure that you can look for the donation link, !donate in the chat. And we all big love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and a massive thanks to everyone who's just watching the stream as well. I've been flicking through a lot of the ESA runs so far, and just the chat's been absolutely incredible the whole way through. So keep it
I
up,
have to
guys.
say, you guys can make a really big difference.
Is he gonna blue screen again? I hope so.
Yeah, I know. I deserve a blue screen now.
Maybe that's what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. There's something like one. Oh, that's a fast hack.
Ooh. Where is it? Oh, there it
So
is.
usually there's one item of loot. Nightmare has precious few guaranteed loot spots, but usually there's an
Oh
item
no!
here next to
I
the
had a
terminal.
flare first round and I don't get anything this time.
Ah.
I got
brutal.
debated.
Yeah, essentially Coleman's too scared to come out, so we're doing his dirty work for him, as this ends up being the theme of the game. And a lot of the time, Ripley is the only one who's going to put herself in harm's way. So he wants Wally's keycard, and he also wants all the station's drug meds, but you don't find that out until you actually explore the level. And there's a lot of audio logs about like where's all the patient's medication gone? Oh, Coleman's taking it.
Yeah.
So don't feel too sorry for him. He's going to meet.
I didn't know that piece of lore. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah.
Very interesting.
You only tend to see it when it's like your first or second time playing. So if you watch someone who's playing Alien for the first time, they spend ages here, obviously, because it's terrifying.
Now,
They
the
don't
fun
know
thing
the
about it
speakers.
as well, like speaking of like, first time playing, you can watch all the speedruns of this game. You can literally watch all of them, but the first time you play it, all the speedrun knowledge that you have like taken in goes
It
out of
just
the window
evaporates.
because the actual environment of this game, like for your first playthrough, is immense.
Yeah,
it's why
it's
I
fantastic.
suggest like a lot of people to play this in Nightmare as well. As I know it's harder, but you get like the true human experience because like you don't have the health bar, you don't have any HUD. You're literally going by what is literally given to you and surviving like a true human. So
I'd say
Yeah.
Nightmare definitely, like, if you're ever going to replay the game, 100% try out Nightmare.
Exactly.
Just so much added value.
right,
Yeah,
so
so
we're
if the
now
revolvers can one-shot you, it's even more realistic.
exactly. Yeah. We're now finally coming up to the point where we're both going to be meeting Coolman again, but he's not going to meet a very, very nice fate, so we're just going to leg it out of there and hope for the best, really. But
Yeah,
mission six
as
is where
soon as
Mission 6 is where the difficulty is going to start ramping up, where we have to
Yeah.
start being stealthy. So we're going to
As
let
soon as he flinches,
Corax.
we're good to run.
Yeah,
So
we're
we
going to let
talked about-
Corax talk a bit through Mission 6 because that's where
Yes,
we're
yeah,
both going
yeah.
to need a lot of focus. Like even for starting Mission 6 is needing is focus time for sure.
Yeah, we talked about crouch hopping earlier in Mission 3, which is sort of just holding down W or forward, and interspersing it with crouches, which lets you move a bit faster than crouching. Now you're going to see a mechanic called sprint bursting. The alien in the beginning of this mission, as both players go to the Summerton here, is probably in, I'd say, his most aggressive state up until Mission 10.
Yeah,
If
so
he's run, yeah.
He's technically active right now, as I was kind of mentioning the states earlier. He's in active state,
Yeah.
but it's a very sensitive active state.
More than a couple steps of running in any direction is an instant drop, so both players have to be very careful with their speed here. The idea is to unlock 4 cylinders in this cryo room to be able to unlock the vents and then get to the full-on medical area, because we still need that trauma kit for Taylor. She's still injured and chilling with Samuels at the entrance to medical. So both players are going to be walking here and tapping the sprint key very, very lightly and infrequently, because if you overstep it, it's instant death. Nightmare AI will follow you around. Doesn't matter whether you're crouching, he'll sniff you out, and there's nowhere ready to go. You see how enclosed they both are.
I've never put that 2 and 2 together. The alien sniffing you out. I love that expression.
All
He's,
the strategy.
Yeah, he's too smart on Nightmare. It's great on Novice how you can give him the slip sometimes. Just walk
Absolutely.
straight past him. But unfortunately, Nightmare is no such luck.
No,
Yeah.
we have to literally be
It's
so
trickier.
quiet, so stealthy here. Like it's not a good time. I tried to do a novice strat here in practice, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's not gonna work." And then it
No,
literally
it
dropped
was
in my
just-
face like that.
Yeah. Oh
So-
gosh, Mission 7 is gonna be rough for me, dude.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Mission 7 that's coming up is that there is some technical YOLO strats, and I say YOLO because you only live once for those kind of strats, and it's not a good time. So I'm going to be performing a backup strat myself, which is a safer strat, but drayux is going to try for.
I think I was gonna do the safe strat too, because I
Okay.
Okay. Well, we
quite
can
a
talk
good
about it
deal
briefly
different
now.
in Nightmare.
Fair enough. Okay, so he was going to do like a strat that would be on the YOLO vibe, but just for
Yeah, so-
marathon safety, we are going to do a backup. We're also going to save here as well because, like, again, for marathon safety, we're going to save after we get the key card here. So 2505. And yes, we have
Typically,
like for my case as well for operation for the keypads, I do have to stamp my foot. That's always good fun.
So
here we go.
you're going to see Dre and Nico trigger an explosion here, which basically brings Steve down and contains him quite nicely towards that corridor, which lets us run all the way to these humans. You're also going to see both players throw a flare to distract some humans that are patrolling this corridor. There is 3 nightmare humans.
I got good RNG.
Nice.
We're good.
And if they're in your way, you have to sort of get them out of your way. Otherwise, you'll sort of soft lock there. So that's what the flare usually does. Pulls them away and gives you a safe exit on the way out. In regards to the YOLO strat Nico was talking about, typically in Mission 7, the way you do it in your first playthrough is you activate an android to open a warehouse, which lets you get a key card. But we figured out that we can actually lure humans to the door with sound. So we use revolver shots. But it's an extremely dicey, RNG-heavy, audio-sensitive strat. And even I think once you've mastered it, it's probably about a 60% success rate. So far too sketchy to pull out in a live race because so much can go wrong.
Yeah, it's just pretty unpredictable altogether.
Yeah, and typically if you're doing world record attempts, you just reset if it doesn't work, which is just absolutely brutal.
Yeah. Next biggest reset point.
I need to save here now.
Yeah, both players are actually going to get a free med kit from the act of saving here. The game spawns a med kit next to you, so it's very, very useful, especially on Nightmare, because as we said, loot is few and far between. So going to take a safety save, and every single vent that these guys are about to run past is death on Nightmare. So the alien on Nightmare is basically in like a sort of a quantum state where he's in pretty much 5 or 6 vents at once, essentially.
Yeah, so this vent right there is a threat. Some of them aren't. Some of them are safe. That vent's safe. This vent is safe.
It's down to if you get slowed down in your way. Yeah, and any human in your way, you have to kill here in NMG.
This vent is safe.
All right.
Oh snap! Come on, don't do it.
And then the vent.
That's not what I wanted to use. Oh no!
So the vent tray actually ran under there just before stun batoning the human.
Oh my god!
50-50.
It's a baton charge.
Wait, what? You used one and got one?
I used one and got one, dude.
What luck is that?
I thought I had the revolver out.
That is the single rarest item.
That is
I got a stun baton charge as well. Are you kidding me?
Wait, seriously?
What?
What on earth?
I survived there and got to your RNG.
I have gone over 100 hours, I would say, without picking up a single stun baton charge in a run. These guys just both got one. It's extremely useful. Can dispatch androids and humans in one hit. So
cool.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be making use of that later.
Honestly, that is like some insane. Like, to be fair, I wonder if that's got to do with like the mission save or something like that. But anyway,
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
We forgot to word about the jump scare. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just
there's a
tiny
loud
hit.
explosion there, by the way.
Also, there's just some minigame RNG here. So Phantasma, if you have any more updates, any more donos you want to read out. Now we have about 30 seconds or so.
Okay, we've got 30 seconds. I'm gonna read something really quick. Bohi donates $5 and says, "I'm so glad my cat woke me up in time to watch this race." And also, we have a $35 from Dexith with no comment. And we have a $50 donation from Fate who says, "I'm really happy to donate for such a good cause."
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, we're
Thank
so
you
glad
so much
you.
What have you started?
We started a really good pun. That's what we
I know.
started.
Christ.
I mean, like we both drifted in and out of PB pace, or not even PB pace, but ahead and behind each other. So, you know, it's some good gear shifts there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh god.
We're really changing gears here to compete with each other.
So you can see both
Push it to
players-
the limit. Sorry, I had to. Anyway,
You know it's really doomed when Nico starts humming. It's when he's lost his mind, he'll start humming.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
sure
yeah.
at some point
Oh,
during the run.
Dude. Oh
But
my
yeah,
gosh.
both players within really about 20 seconds here of each other, which is really, really nice to see going into Mission 7. A lot can go wrong and likes to go wrong in this mission. It's also very audio sensitive, so probably going to give both runners about a minute of serious time here. Steve's moving around in the vents. There's humans, 3 of them with revolvers. So you need to pay attention to sort of how the game is reacting to your presence as they climb into these vent systems here.
all right. Good luck, Trey. Good luck.
Thank you. You as well, my friend.
Okay, nothing there. Oh, there was something there, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's how it is. Yeah, mission 7 and 17 are the real killers, I swear.
Yeah, absolutely brutal to be on a run and then 43 minutes in you just don't get the RNG required. The game just doesn't cooperate. Anyway, good luck, guys.
I'm actually gonna drop this bad boy
Also, I want to check something quickly.
because these humans like to be weird. They take
I'm
after
honestly
me.
wondering, like, if I'm still a nightmare. That's my. Oh no, I am because my health bar is in there. Don't mind me. Because I was like, I'm gonna get a fair amount of loot in this little section. What's going on?
So those are humans with revolvers. They saw me instantly, and that just happens sometimes. That's why I took that safety save.
Nightmare, the hearing is really, really on point, and the reaction speed extremely quick too.
Oh, you're joking! Oh, you're joking! Don't do it!
All right, here we go.
I think the save messed up the cycle actually.
Ooh.
Could always throw a flare. Yeah, there's lots of creative ways around here, but you also just Jay is in a position where he can reload the save as well. Doesn't lose too much time at all.
Okay, here we go.
So you see the
Jeremy's
objective
in the
update
corner.
there for Nico's POV is use the requisitions
too early,
android.
Too early. Oh my gosh! I'm losing so much time here.
All
I
right.
really messed it up with the save. Ouch.
Just keep on crouch hopping till you get to the end, and go through the middle as well, rather than to the side.
Oh man, he sees me instantly. Well, this is not planned. I genuinely thought the safety save was gonna help me out of here. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna go the long way.
No sweat.
This is the casual
Yeah,
player
that's-
route. I'm kind of ashamed to be taking it, but gotta
Doesn't
do what
lose
you gotta do sometimes.
too much time at all. So you can see Nico's just powered up the android there.
Excuse me? What was that little 360 spin that he did? I've never seen that before.
I suppose you could have shot the canister, would have been a very close deal. to be
Well, now I've
honest.
got to reset M7, so there we go. I didn't think, like, I honestly was a bit confused. I was like,
It's so
Excuse-
typical. Like, as we said, this mission is extremely fickle. As Drake gets past the humans, well done.
so let me
So-
kind of touch on, like, something there. As soon as you press that, like, you do that hack, the Xenomorph shouldn't be even about at all. So the matter of fact that Xenomorph was about was very, very interesting.
Yeah, I think there's any sound whatsoever, sprint bursting or anything, he just loves to
Yeah,
pop back
he's-
into existence.
Yeah.
We made Steve really mad with that explosion.
Through that.
He's hunting us.
But yeah, so
this-
Mission 7 is really anyone's game.
Let's go again, shall we? And yes, if you want to call it, that
Steve?
was a never happened
Go on,
before
try it,
situation.
try it.
So you guys got your first
Oh
never happened
my
before in the
goodness.
run. There we go.
Wow, this is just going. This is Mission 7. I was nervous about this mission. Every
It
mission,
is-
I promise, will go better than 7.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So you see this orange door that Nico's about to pass on his left-hand side. Normally in Nightmare runs we would shoot there to try and get the human lore, but it's very, very subjective and RNG heavy. So this way, believe it or not, is actually far more stable. So you can only imagine how the lore is. Steve is just active. There's vent systems everywhere for him to come at you. And a lot of noise is about to be made once you actually get into the warehouse from the cylinders. So really it's about playing cat and mouse with Steve whilst trying to dodge the humans as well.
All right, I'm getting back to where I was.
Yep, hopefully no drop this time. That was super
No,
unlucky.
like there shouldn't have even been a drop in the first place. That's what the most confusing part of it all was. Oh, where was it?
So you see this requisitions android that Dre is next to. He's going to open the warehouse for us and then meet a very untimely death as he walks over some electricity.
I'll take a safety save.
Prime strategy is to kill this droid as well.
Yeah, on
But you
novice.
need a Sumbaton charge for it, and I'm lucky to have one. Okay, so he should be going for the compressor cylinder now.
Okay, good. The Xenomorph isn't down here for no reason, so happy days.
GG, dude.
So you can see Dre
Yay!
start walking down this corridor. So we need to get those humans out the way because they're all lethal. So Dre's going to run to the left-hand side of this forklift, throw a flare, and there's an interesting
I'm gonna
mechanic.
plant it.
Okay, he's gonna plant it. Yeah, that works too. Where humans will sort of green light to flares, the alien does it too. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have direct line of sight on the flare. So we need to find a way to pull those humans out of our way after this warehouse section, which is now open for us quite nicely.
I feel like we're like nearly on the same pace now, actually, aren't we?
Yeah, you're very,
We're
very
really close, yeah.
Thank goodness
Although
for
my
that.
exit will be sketchy because the humans aren't exactly in the right spot.
Yeah, never say it's over till it's over. It's M7.
Never say never.
So that Blasting Cap is another one of the few examples of loot that is always there. Nightmare, as we kind of mentioned, has terrible loot, but there are a few guaranteed spots like that, which helps.
Also very dicey part, this warehouse exit.
I'm going to drop another safety save.
Good shout. I'm not going to desave here at all because I have a good confidence for this section here.
So the reason those blasting caps are so important is they're one of the crucial ingredients in pipe
I think
bombs.
Steve is downstairs too.
Oh. And we're coming up on one of the most intense and probably hardest parts of the game, which is mission 10. And a pipe bomb saves you a good chunk of time there, so it's always nice if you get a pipe bomb in time. It's not necessary.
Steve is behind me.
So I've got 2 blasting caps now, and that's all I need for the pipe bomb. So whilst I'm in this little elevator here, I'm actually going to craft it.
So you see Nico just walking, not overdoing it there. Those humans, you see the flare in the top left, the glow on his screen. They've sort of gone to check out that flare.
Oh, no!
I was trying to lure, so Steve dropped behind me, which meant that I had a limited amount of time before he was going to eat my butt. And so I needed to lure him into the humans and have the humans shoot Steve before they started shooting me. Fortunately, did not work.
All right, I'm in the elevator. Hey, we can breathe easy now. I'm gonna craft that. Wait, did I only pick up 1 blasting cap?
Oh my gosh, they saw me again.
Well, then I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. And you're supposed to get like 2 pre-designated blasting caps, and I must have only picked up 1.
There is still plenty of time for Nico to pick one up, but it's just, it's nice to get it guaranteed in the warehouse.
Huh.
And it's not a be-all and end-all if he doesn't get
Also,
a pipe
ladder
bomb.
flex, by the way.
Well, Steve is checking out the flare now.
It's a
Oh my gosh,
valiant
door
ladder flex
open,
attempt
please! No! Come on, dude! The door baited me this time!
Oh, no.
Oh, I am having the worst Mission 7 experience right now.
All right. Well, I'm heading into M8 right now, so did you want to talk a little bit about M8 whilst we're doing it?
Yeah, we can. It's like, obviously, this mission, this M7 that Dre is in, is extremely up and down. So it's completely normal, the experience he's having. So mission 8 is we've retrieved the cylinder. We're about to meet 2 characters that are going to feature really for quite a big chunk of the game. One is the Marshal.
Oh my gosh! He didn't notice the humans again!
Oh, he's really going for you.
This
The other one is Ricardo, his assistant. So they were actually laying a trap for the alien, but we scuppered it by our activities in the previous 2 missions. So we need to get the transit system up and running again.
I'm going to take a safety save here before anything.
Yeah. We're going to encounter a nightmare android and a human with a revolver in the next section.
Okay,
And he has
okay,
one of
okay.
Nico's favorite lines in the entire game, which I'll let him get to when he hears it. Which is him just screaming at an android. It's just speedrun
Save
vibes.
load, save load, save load.
Quickly
Good luck.
save it.
Oh,
Good
man.
luck.
You got it?
I got the save load.
Oh,
We're
got it. Okay,
finally
go.
saved.
yeah,
So
reload
M7
now.
is-
Reload. You got this then.
All right,
Yeah,
that
so
was a very
saving-
good Mission 7. I should have just gone for the human strat, honestly. I was thinking I was going to play it safe, but in all honesty, I never practiced that strat, and it was very apparent.
Save reloading is an interesting mechanic in the game. The game doesn't want you to chain die. So if you're in a position where the alien's aggressive, he'll still be aggressive when you save load, but he won't be right behind you. So it's a nice little mechanic that the game uses that we can use in M7.
Yeah, Mission 7 in particular. And Mission 10 is another good spot.
Yeah, Dre used very tactically there. Well done.
All right, here we go then. Did you want to talk a bit about what's going on here?
Yeah, so this is the second part where we get the transit system up and running, and there is a android and a nightmare human here. And what's his line, Nico, that you love? Calm down in there, you android. Fuck. I think Nico in his commentary runs just loves this section. So we're actually going to find a way to kill this human. You can either wait for him to be lured, or you can run out and sort of Superman wrench him. Either way is completely fine. Obviously on wheel, you have a bit less control around tight turns, so waiting for him is completely fine there. activates the final orbs at the final stage of the transit and runs to this Joe here. And that's why that stun baton charge is so nice. I cannot
Yeah, that's
believe
the
they both
intended
got
use of it. Not what I did in Mission 6.
luckily in human. And you're almost never going to see a stun baton charge again. So the fact that they both got one is absolutely just nuts.
Novice, you get a good couple, but yeah, Nightmare, they're rare.
I've gone, so yeah. Novice, yeah, exactly. Also going to loot because there's dead bodies here and a few loot spots. And as we said, loot is few and far between. And then we're going to encounter a roaming pack of humans. So as we found out, really in Mission 2, humans are not friendly. And they sort of formed alliances and just moving around the station, robbing people, scavenging supplies, killing people. So we're about to use quite a neat little trick that I'll let Nico get into when he gets to that section.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we can actually prevent the patrolling pack of humans from even appearing in the first place with some sound manipulation, which is quite cool. Stray heads up
Hurry
here.
up. There we go.
Also, in world record attempts, you actually stun the android here with a revolver shot, and he beats you to death with just a sliver of HP as Nico climbs into this vent. Normally, you're about 50 to 70%, and the android hits you between 4 and 5 times. So you're around about 10% health. Remember, an android punch is 10%, an android grab is 20. So,
which is why we mostly opt for this run, like this technique for the
stun batoning him much more stable.
I forgot to take my safety stick.
Ooh, good luck. All right, so here is a strat that's that Karex has alluded me to. So there are some stairs that we are going to meet in a second. We don't like these stairs. These stairs are evil, and they are threatening us. So for this game and this game alone, bang, that's what we got to do. Now the stairs are lesser angry, and they will actually operate for us. Basically, what was up there was some humans who are going to usually come down the stairs and obviously try to patrol the area. But by shooting at the angry stairs, it scares the humans away, so that we can actually, we can just run around this area with no problem. Easy
yeah,
peasy.
it does something to
humans,
their...
though, they don't want to walk in angry stairs. That would be...
Yeah, they sort of freeze in position and sort of gaze around for the source of the noise. Also, that was a very nice stun baton charge. Some baton there stun.
I was almost late on it, but we were okay.
it was frame perfect.
All right.
So we're heading into what is probably one of the best missions, your first playthrough.
The best, most fun, most non-boring mission ever.
It's a very Marmite mission, I guess is the best way. It's very polarizing.
Throwing up the Marmite talk. But essentially what's happening right now is that we are heading to the Colonial Marshal's Bureau, where we're going to be meeting up with all the people that we met early in Mission 8, and they're going to tell us a little bit more about there's obviously a huge threat involved, but we're actually hoarding somebody here because they did a naughty. They did a true naughty, but you might as well talk to them because I wonder if they've got any information.
Naughty Marlowe.
Yeah, I wonder if they've got any information that might be beneficial to you. Well, that's not really what it is, but we obviously find out the beneficial information that Marlowe was kind of part of the crew that I think. Quote me if I'm wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, but Marlowe was with the crew that our mother was with, right?
I believe he rocks up there shortly after our mother and sees her flight recorder. So it's very close to each other, the time period. But I believe they're two separate crews. Also, fun fact, his ship is called the Anisadora. So if any of you are big on your Greek literature or your Roman mythology, I think it means giver of gifts or something like that. So it's a sort of sick joke by the developers that he's the one who brings the lovely lady.
Sick.
When is Steve not a gift, honestly, dude?
But yeah, I think the first time you play this mission, it's so immersive. It's an absolute love letter to Alien. Again, if you haven't seen Alien and you're thinking about playing this game, would highly recommend it. You'll get so much extra appreciation for the little details that went into making the game. But when you speedrun, it's basically a 12-minute mission where you're walking for the most part, and there's human RNG, which we'll get into when we get there.
Dude, I remember when I first saw the movie, I was blown away. Dude, this looks so much like the game.
So I think coming up into the actual mission 9 itself, we've got plenty of time for plugs, for donations, for literally a lot of reading, basically. We will interrupt every so often for the general lore aspect, but apart from that, it's pretty much all cozy to go.
That's amazing because we have a good amount of donations to read.
Nice.
First of all, we have Sneaky Snipey donating $5 asking, so we know Nico's wheel is called Paul DC,
Oh
but
my
does
goodness.
Drayux wheel also have a name?
Not yet, actually. I haven't come up with one yet. I'm
Well, if
overdue. I know.
Well, if you guys go and maybe follow Drayux and go into his future stream, I'm sure that you guys could collaborate together to come up with a name for the steering wheel. That's a cheeky plug towards yourself there, so...
I appreciate you, homie.
Increases your speedrun power.
Nikoheart is a great streamer. Definitely worth checking out his stream. I started running wheel because he began running wheel. I am much more comfortable on a DDR pad for my runs.
Yes, so if you guys don't know, Drayux is the very first person to have actually done a No Major Glitches run on a dance pad. And that took him the accomplishment of about 14 hours, I think.
9 hours.
9 hours, excuse me. So that was a very interesting run, and again,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
amazing
gonna
that
be
this game
doing
has
it
been
more,
brought into more of an unconventional format as well. I mean, this game is already amazing as itself, but it's still very beautiful to see like more people like playing this game and showcasing its ability. And also for people who are wondering why my name is for the wheels Pal Dizzy, to put a summary short, Elgato, the company Elgato themselves, they perused themselves into the stream and they asked if they had a name. And they didn't have a name, so I asked Elgato to name it. Then they named it Pal Dizzy. Literally, that's the lore behind him. We actually celebrated Pal Dizzy's first birthday a while ago, and that was a huge event. So, I mean, like it's now a coined name and birthday party like every year. So, yay! Anyway,
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right, should we have some more donations and
I was
stuff?
gonna say it's pretty sidetracked anyway.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we have $6 from Cookie1173 who says, "Shout out to my two favorite streamers running my favorite game and one of my favorite categories." Thank you so much for the donation. Also, we have $5 from Design Tech DK who says, "Thanks CSA for allowing me to support disabled children. In space, no one can hear you blue screen. Non-stop B. And Mission 9. Hype!
Hype!
Yeah, come on, Dre. You gotta name your steering
Sorry,
wheel.
I zoned out for a second.
You gotta name your steering
Also,
wheel.
we
Dre.
have
It's that
$20 from Buck Doctor with no donation, no comment. And we have a special $5 donations from Alien who says, "Come to Papa, stop running. So did I know, but you're a dog. So let me hug you. I'm done. I'm leaving. Come down to Mama."
Amazing.
That's an amazing donation. Oh, goodness me. All right, so let's talk a tiny bit about what's going on here. So basically, again, as I mentioned very earlier on in this run, we have to find alternative paths because this game loves to throw alternative paths at you. So because it's like not an easy way to get around, we've been given the permission to be given a high stop to actually get to another place where we're going to put a bomb down so that it will open up the way for everyone else to come and follow through. And that's pretty much it for now. That's literally it's just literally we're walking around, throwing down some bombs, hoping for the best. GG, basically.
Hoping for the best.
Easy.
So like we said when we mentioned Axel for the first time, all humans have RNG to their movement in some way. And there's actually 3 potential RNG instances here. So when we got that leg up, the crewmate who gives us a leg up, is called Heist, and he has a variable speed walking to that ledge. It's like plus minus 7 seconds or something like that. And coming back to Italian, like we said at the beginning of the run, the game is in Italian. Around 20 of the 30 seconds that we save are in this mission alone. Just because you wait for a sequence of dialogue would be the best way to say it, Dre. For an objective update.
Yeah, like I call it like objectives, right? So there's a dialogue listening objective, right? You can see this a lot, like in Mission 12 and Mission 15, we have what are known as dialogue glitches, and ever so often the dialogue just we don't have any set way to trigger it either, but the dialogue just doesn't load in, and so the objective instantly completes, and we basically skip it. It saves 40 seconds roughly for each mission, but because we have no way to predict it, we just add a time penalty at the end of the run.
But coming up as well is we're going to do something that we mostly have been doing throughout the mission as well, but it hasn't been very crucial. In a point of when the game is loaded properly, there's still that opacity phase for it to actually, so you know what you can see, you'll see what you're playing basically. But during the opacity fade coming in, we can still technically
move
operate
commands,
the keyboard and mouse. So in this little bit here, like as soon as we see that little wheel in the bottom right hand corner of the game go away, we're going to press forwards immediately. And that's going to cause us to basically go forward whilst the animations of these two humans are still kind of like proceeding, because you can see that at the very top of the game it had the objective updated. Once that had updated, then the humans started moving, so we had that like little bit of free time to get in front of the other humans. So
yeah, it's a principle they would have used in M6 as well. There was that stun baton, and if you run immediately as black screen ends, you can run all the way to the stun baton, even though it's a really lethal part of the game.
That's kind of like on a blindfolded route, but you know, it's very tough to be able to do that in a general sense. I mean, if you are good, then try. if just otherwise, just don't attempt it. Basically,
if you're good, only if you're good.
Do we have any other donations right now, or any other plugs that we can do, like for about a minute or so?
Alright, let me talk about Save the Children. Save the Children was the first global organization devoted solely to serving children's needs and securing their rights. They are often the first or only child-focused organization working in the hardest to reach places, what is toughest to be a child. As a result, Save the Children teams have been proactive in preparedness for pandemic threats.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, it's really great.
Absolutely.
So you see, this is a flashback mission, by the way. It's important to note. So we're playing from that guy in the cell, Marlowe's perspective, when he came aboard. And this is the story of how the alien gets aboard the station. So Nico, as he heads into the derelict here, is actually going to walk right past the Nostromo flight recorder, the red thing that Ripley sort of rage punted across the room when it was corrupted. And you're going to see a sort of encounter with a facehugger on Marlowe's wife, Foster. And it sort of ends up driving Marlowe insane, and he ends up becoming sort of, I'd say,
feral.
Feral, yes, that's a great way to put it. Oh my gosh.
That is one point I never thought I'd use ever, but, you know, it works out quite well.
Yeah, that's why he's in the cell. You know, we got to keep the station safe from Marlowe. He already brought one danger to it.
So this bit is where the Italian really pays dividends. There's a guy called Meeks who's going to give us a leg up to this ledge.
He's the guy in the yellow I just passed.
Yeah.
Yes. And as the dialogue completes, the objective updates, and Meeks realizes that he needs to walk all the way to this ledge and give us a leg up. If you run the game in English, he'll sort of walk all the way there, the dialogue will still be going, and he'll walk all the way back to the middle of the room. And obviously, we're not moving at light speed here, so we'd like him to be as close to that ledge as possible when the dialogue finishes.
Yeah.
And is it possible that I can read a really quick donation?
Absolutely.
That is really important. We have $10 from Sago Wheels, who says, $10 to Nate Drayux Will NTSC DC.
Oh.
And also that $10 are put towards the Spore full game easy bid war to name the creator John Madden.
John Madden.
John Madden, sorry. I used to forget all the time how to pronounce some words. Trying to speak on English when it's not your main language is a real challenge.
You're doing fantastic, buddy.
Yeah.
But if you guys
Speaking English when it is your main language is still a challenge, don't worry.
Exactly. If you
I'm
guys
gonna try
have
to
seen
remember
that,
from this point that definitely.
Moonbase Alpha run that happened like yesterday or the day before, that's where John Madden was strife within the TTS as well. It was like one of the funniest runs Moonbase Alpha in itself is a big meme anyway. So I mean, you guys met the incentive of them to to just talk in TTS. That just that was the best run, honestly. And GG to everybody for making that even better, for making it so much fun.
We stroke a beacon to turn it off, don't ask me why, but strokey on Nico's POV here.
There we go.
Just give it a nice gentle rub and it turns off as Marlowe heads back. And you're actually going to basically see deja vu from the first Alien movie. I mean, this whole section really is deja vu, isn't it? But this cavern is going to open up as you walk onto a
this
winch.
is the only mission that is not timeline sequential. This happens before Ripley and her crew get to the station.
Yep, exactly. And then Foster is going to meet her unfortunate end, I suppose.
And just reversing back to that donation, I actually like NTS Dizzy. Drayux, what about you? Is that kind of on the list of choices?
I think I'll have to consider it, yeah.
So you never know, donator, you never know. You might just get your calling. You never know.
Might be it.
It's got to add at least 10% to your speedrunning power.
Oh
Just
yeah,
naming the
absolutely.
wheel.
Oh yeah, really. That's why I had the bad RNG. Ultimately,
No, no, you
Unnamed
can't be
steering
hard on
wheel.
yourself that way. All right,
Oh,
so we're going to be
goodness.
coming down to like this point where technically it could be a P% break, but
Yes.
we are mostly going to take a P% break in mission 15. Because again, this is a long run. This is about a 3-hour run, so we do need the occasional breakaway. But
Yep.
you've got
You
about
also
I
have
think it's 50
M12.
seconds on the way down, isn't it?
Yeah, just over 50. You also have M12 when Samuels is going into the MRI machine. You have about a minute there, just to remind, if either of you feel the urge.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are suffering for you in more ways than one. Nightmare steering wheel and no P brakes. For the first 2 hours of the run. So, mad respect. But yeah, normally we'd have just over or just under a minute here, and you sort of leg it to the bathroom as fast as you can because it's the last.
I think Drex's camera just disconnected.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well.
Okay, so while we wait, can I read on the internet really quick?
Absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
Dennis on the internet donates $5 and says, "Good luck to Nick and Ray in Mission 9. Happy face."
We always need like an M9. You hold down shift, but it never works. Big sad. You want to run, but you can't.
Checking in with Drex to see he might have accidentally got disconnected from the call there or something.
Can have a look.
We'll ping him hard on the things.
Yes, I've also done the same.
Yeah, there we go. You're
my,
back.
my,
Welcome
my
back.
tab crashed, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh god.
There's not a lot of
Yeah.
like PC luck for you. The PC RNG right you for you.
Has
It's not going well, is it?
It's just it's a mess right now.
Non succederà.
Oh man.
We
Well,
get
At
it,
least you
bro.
didn't
we
lose,
good.
lose progress. At least you could still control your character. But yeah, now we're heading into the longest and, in my opinion, probably the most difficult mission in NMG. It's up there at least at the very minimal. You can see Nico running around here frantically for loot because he has limited downtime before Waits unlocks the door and he gets the flamethrower. And the flamethrower is a really crucial part of the AM run. It's got a lot of interesting mechanics. You can stun androids with it, just like with the revolver. But most importantly, I guess it gets Steve to go away, which lets you run through dangerous sections of the game. Bear in mind, this is Nightmare, so we're going to be seeing a lot more of the alien, and any touch with the alien whatsoever is instant death. And these guys are on wheels, so it's important that they get the items in now that they can craft. There's also going to be some downtime, as they call this tram,
Oh come on!
as down Dre goes onto the winch here.
I missed the good winch grab. You can grab him
But
from
it has-
top of that little lip, but I don't know. Keyboard and mouse trick, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's tricky grab even at the best of times,
Oh,
to be
man.
honest.
So there's another thing about like obviously doing the wheel in a comparative to the PC keyboard and mouse because speedrunners are allowed to rebind the E key to the mouse wheel so that they can obviously press buttons quicker or do like the terminals a little bit quicker. So we have to manually press the E key very quickly,
Yeah.
manually.
Machine gun, that bad boy.
So it's a serious mash, dude.
But yeah,
Like you're
we were
shaking
talking
the
about
wheel in like road rage.
Oh my god, yeah.
Moncasteer IRL, yeah.
Oh my goodness, man.
No, so part of the reason we were talking about the maintenance jack in mission 2 when we picked it up, and another part of the reason why this mission is so lethal is you go into a lot of fixed actions in Alien that sort of have long animations. So going onto a terminal, undoing a brace, powering up a power conduit, using a generator, things like that. And if the alien drops when you're in these fixed animations, there's nothing you can really do. The Nightmare AI is going to see you instantly and rip you. So these guys basically have to get Steve up into the vent systems on good cycles, which they know from practice. But M10 definitely some serious time here. Lots of audio cues as well
Yeah.
that the runners will be using. So good luck to both. It has 3 chapters.
Thank
The
you,
first
thank
is called Lawrence. The second is Gemini, and the third is called KG. And we'll take them as they come. But Nico's heading into Lawrence now, and Dre is just behind him here, picking up some loot.
God, I need
needed
another
loot.
blasting cap. I can't believe I forgot to get that blasting cap. Like, it's so crucial, and I forgot.
Yeah, and
There are a
I
few
should
loot
know.
spots
Mission
coming up.
10. It's gonna be anyone's game who's gonna be in the lead here.
So good luck to you, Drayux, for this bit.
Oh, I need another injector for my pipe bomb. I guess we got loot section here. Good chance of getting an injector.
Yeah, Nico has a few spots coming up. So you see Nico pull out the tracker there. He's waiting for sufficient distance in the bottom left that often coincides with this objective update, which lets him run. So Steve is now tracking him in the beginning part of the lobby. Also, if you guys remember from Mission 3, this is the same section where we saw Heidi for the first time.
Fire under his butt.
There's a lot in this game of reusing, coming back to old sections of the game that you've revisited and unlocking new parts. I think it's a really cool mechanic.
Yeah, I'm really fond of it too. It's so elegantly done too, because it's like the game, the map is large enough to make you feel really lost. Except when you see the areas again, you feel just a little more comfortable, but it's still like intimidating in the best way possible.
So Nico going to run to this section and take a safety save here as the alien becomes active after he uses this terminal. Loves to drop on you.
All right, I'm going to need my good focus here, so
Good luck.
here we go.
Get it?
You know what? I'm just going to run it. This is very sort of like, so we're just going to make it work. We're going to make it. There's a drop. Okay, doors closed. Cool. There it is. Okay, good. He's up vented. Some boxes just fell over there for no reason. Cool.
Generally speaking, it's 3 bursts to get Steve to up vent, but it can vary slightly based on some conditions that I'll go into later. Right now, still a very dangerous section of the game. Dre is on his way. Let's go. Into it.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Oh no, those are like old memories. But what movie was that from anyway? Or like, did I remember that from?
I remember the Shrek, like the donkey sings it.
Yeah, Shrek, that's what it is. How do I forget Shrek, dude? Oh man, that's the one.
Alright, seems like it's okay for now.
So you see these power conduits?
No, I'm dead.
Oh, very unlucky.
I even turned on my flashlight in the process as well, so there we go.
Which is why we save. So you see there
Exactly.
what I meant about locked animations. Like, Nico had no control over his inputs there. So it's just a very, very dangerous part of the game if the alien drops behind you. There's no way to get off that conduit, turn around and flame him in time.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, like I say, Mission 10 is very sort of like temperamental, especially because like one of the major strats that we used to use has been removed, where this sort of section would be a little bit easier to do, but...
Now
Okay,
let's just
he
get good.
Up vented.
Hey, I mean, whatever keeps you alive, right?
Don't forget your save
Oh,
here,
goodness
Dre.
me. Oh! My goodness me.
Very nice.
Whoa!
See what I mean about inputs?
Wow,
Steering
yeah.
wheel just adds an extra level of adrenaline because you can't turn as quick as on keyboard and mouse. So very, very nice recovery from Nico there.
I had a heart, now it's gone. Oh my goodness me.
Okay, he should drop any minute. Oh, right
Alright,
there.
he's not dropping, that's good.
Looks like we're good. Yep. There's actually a
Beautiful
few
triple burst.
Oh my goodness.
audio cues to let you know whether he's dropped or not. So Nico's just going to walk past this vent. If you run past that vent, Steve will drop and usually go for you while you're on this green terminal here, as Dre does his first conduit.
Hello?
Don't you hiss at me, big boy.
Also, a fun fact here, an objective update is going to flash on the top of Nico's
Can I
stream.
get through, please? There we go. That was weird.
If Nico had zoomed here to the left, as he's doing, it looks like Steve is sufficiently lured. If Nico had run into this room on the left, before that objective had updated, the game would have crashed. It's one of those little alien things where the game just fights against you speedrunning it, so you have to get the timings down.
Oh my god! He was so close behind me! I'm gonna die. So that's fine, I can actually reload.
That's fine, you can
right
save
here.
and reload, yeah.
That was close.
So this is why it's an interesting mechanic.
Oh. Thank goodness I didn't die in the save animation, because you can
Dre
actually
is
die in
running.
the save animation. Now, focus time.
You can. That's the most intimidating part about it.
Do you see how I mentioned there that the alien drops when you run past that vent? So Dre opts to run past, just turn around and flame for a bit of extra speed. Just multiple ways you can play this whole section here, to be honest. Nico's run into the first section of the server farm, and you can see he's crouch hopping now, so that if Steve does
Nice, he's
drop,
dropped in the other side, so we're Gucci here.
yeah, if he does drop, and even if he does chase, he'll follow up until where Nico started crouching, and no further.
Perfect.
But using the alien's AI. Yeah, this little bit is a safe room that Nico's just entered, so he's free to do the screen hack. And then it's Ricardo's job to lock down.
Oh, I got too aggressive. That's alright.
Oh,
I should have
very close,
reloaded
very
at the
close.
save point anyway. He wasn't
Nice,
where I wanted him.
there was loot in our human, that's good.
The whole objective of this section is to try and lock the alien down somewhere. So it's Ricardo's job now to lock down the server farm and unlock an exit for us. But Ricardo, he wasn't paying attention in his computer classes when he was in training, so he's bungled it, and we're now locked inside in a very stressful situation.
All right,
And,
so I just whacked the side there. As soon as we hear the
Yeah, it's a
xenomorph
little-
drop, we actually whack that little side there, specifically that one, because it actually helps to confuse the RNG of where the xenomorph's going to go. It usually makes them up vent as well.
Oh my gosh. So
Okay,
usually, as soon as you open the door, Steve is stripped to up vent. He just happened to see me on the way to his up
that's
vent.
so unlucky. Yeah.
That was incredibly unfortunate RNG.
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't usually happen.
So anyway, the way Ricardo fixes this problem is he unlocks all the doors to let us out. So we haven't trapped the alien still. So essentially this whole Lawrence bit, story-wise, is just Ripley risking her life for nothing, as is seems to be the case in a lot of the game. Stray walks towards this blue hack here. Yeah, theoretically he should be safe once he's through this section, but
We do have to
Just
take a safety save here and reload because RNG of the xenomorph might be a little bit weird.
yeah.
This time.
So if you save here generally on Nightmare and you just keep running without reloading, Steve will drop on your head because he has time to get in front of you. So we use the reload mechanic to just slow down his aggro a little bit. It only buys us a few seconds, it's still very tight.
Now I'm going to be doing the backup strat here, which is to go down the stairs and start sprint bursting.
No,
and then as soon as I
reload
get
that.
up, oh, you right, Drayux?
Oh, I
He
reloaded my
missed it.
flamethrower.
It's honestly not the biggest stress there, but it's just if you want to preserve that extra fuel, that's fine.
That fuel is really useful on the wheel.
So there's two Nightmare humans here in
Okay,
this
this is
section
looking
that
okay.
Nico is walking, and there's one of them is Jeremy. He's very, very lethally programmed human. He seems to have better reflexes than all the
Nice.
other humans. Oh, very nice. You see
he
that?
is right there. Oh my goodness me. Okay, good.
Ejected. Yes.
So Nico's out. Lorenz, good job. But you saw how quickly that human's gun went up. He would have fired the shot if Nico was like maybe a half second slower there. So very, very, very
All
well
right.
timed.
Gemini is usually a big fun, not fun situation. So this is where a lot of concentration is going to go for both of us.
Gemini
Alright.
is honestly the hardest part of the entire run.
Literally, yeah, yeah.
Like, Marshal 7 is
extremely
rough,
tricky,
but
yeah.
Gemini is just difficult, technically difficult.
So I'll kind of talk about
Yeah.
what's going on at the moment. So we're going to be running across over here. I'm going to take it easy and sprint burst across to this little plasma torch that we're going to be getting. It's basically upgrading of torches, and we're going to be. I'm playing it safe again. I'm going to actually turn off the camera because the camera can obviously make an alert for a human presence, which we don't really need or want. So I'm taking it easy. And we're going to get over to this little door here to open up with a plasma torch. Now, the android that's in there, we want to make sure that he is a bit of a distance away from the computer because because that's his computer. No touching his computer because otherwise he gets angry and he wants to ruin people's day by people touching his computer.
That android, if he sees you, is an absolute nightmare. No pun intended. I'm not getting on
There
this
we go.
pun train.
That's enough distance
Damn
away.
it.
That's fine.
No,
Him
Jeremy,
will
no,
follow
Jeremy, no,
you.
Jeremy! Oh my gosh! So Jeremy, you're
Very,
shooting
very
at me.
spicy exit here. Really?
I'm
And he
still
missed?
alive.
Wow.
Somehow.
So, oh god.
Uh-oh.
So there are
That's
low
like
and
the
high rolls on
intended
revolver
route,
shots. So Dre managed to tank a revolver shot there, which is very fortunate. As we said, it's like you are risking death, because it's
It either
on an
does
RNG wheel.
40 to 60% of your health or 100% of your health.
Yeah, but you see, Dre's exit is slightly faster because he took a slightly more optimal route. But obviously, it's risky as you saw as a
If I
prime
get crap by
demonstration. There.
destroyed, I'm dead.
Yeah, Gemini is very, very tricky. In my world record run for Nightmare, I actually used a strat that uses a flare and a flashbang, which is very, very precious on Nightmare. But I think it's worth it just to get a more stable pattern in Gemini. So definitely one of the hardest parts of the game, for sure.
Now,
Goes
I'm
smoothly
going to
for
be
both, yeah.
cheeky, and I'm going to try to go for the canister shot. He dropped downstairs, okay. Get my revolver ready. Now, this is a little strat that can be done to, like, obviously conserve fuel. So let's see just how much fuel we can conserve from this little bit. And I did it. And I did it. Oh, that's so much fun.
Very smooth. Yeah, it saves you 2 or 3 bursts there. You pick up the flamethrower. Also, we should briefly go into flamethrower mechanics, but you pick up the flamethrower with 500 fuel, and any excess fuel that you don't reload gets given back to you when you get your revolver back, because you have to give your revolver away going into a nuclear reactor, which is why I drew a bit peeved about having to reload his flamethrower there, but it's not a huge deal.
Yeah,
it's just a nice quality of life thing.
Now, I'll come up to the same situation where I don't have enough to craft a pipe bomb, which is what we would usually use here, so Drakes may get the chance to actually be in front of me because I've got to do the backup at the moment.
I have just enough injectors for the pipe bomb, but I'm going to actually hold on to my injectors because I'm going to need them for medkits. So I will be doing backup strat as well.
Oh, here we go. Oh. I don't like this. Hey, there! Oh, God.
Alright, moment of truth. Oh, perfect. He's downstairs.
Don't see
Should be
me.
able to run here.
No touchy. Oh. Don't see me. 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 No. No, 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 no. Go away, Steve! No one like you!
Okay. I could have went for canister shot, but it just was not quite worth the risk.
Yeah, I think it's worth getting a bit more stability in Gemini. So if Nico had a pipe bomb here, I don't know if he's mentioned, he could have just blown up this droid. And it would have saved him about 30 seconds, but sadly, the RNG was not with us. So he has to wait and sort of juggle Steve's aggro here, stay out of sight while he pulls both these levers.
I did okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to that was scary.
Definitely adds the risk of death and more fuel usage into the run not having a pipe, so well played.
I am also doing backup strat because I only have 2 injectors. I need them for the medkits.
Just once you get them as soon as M10 is over, it's just the first part of M11, you both get the items you need for your
I
pipe.
can breathe. Yay. All right, so what we're going to be doing now is, like, we're going to be running up to a certain point. As soon as the dialogue stops is where we have to start sprint bursting from. There. And did you want to talk a little bit about, like, KG? Because KG is another sort of, like, harder section of the run as well.
Yeah, so the first 2 chapters are called Lawrence and Gemini, as we said before, and the last is called KG. So the first 2 plans...
Oh, Steve.
Oh, very close.
No, I'm dead.
Oh?
Oh my god!
What, you say that?
I'm alive!
I'm impressed, Riggs. Like, claps to you, buddy. Wow.
Very nice,
usually if you're that close, he'll get you, but I ran.
I think he lost line of sight of you for just a second there, and then it took him a while to relock on, so it's very, very nice. Nice little duck.
That doesn't happen often either. But...
Wow. So my little strat here is I'm going to try to make a bit of noise in this room, and I want him to kind of down vent in the other room. So I'm going to make a shot, whack a few times here.
Yeah, Nico's trying to get him into a...
Yeah, you can hear him down vent here.
Where
so.
he flames him.
There we go. Perfect. That's the cycle that we want. Is that we want to lure him up vent there after we made him down vent, and for a good while of this section here, he's not going to down vent for a while. So essentially, this is the right pattern that we needed.
Usually to this lever pool.
And sometimes he doesn't want to play ball, so he's not a nice guy.
Oh. Yeah. Also, plot-wise, seeing as our first plan failed, this is our last option: is luring the alien to this this tunnel section that can be sealed off from the rest of the space station. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of a hiccup, shall we say, as Nico takes a safety save here, in the fact that Waits, who was supposed to be helping us, ends up locking us in with the alien. Just very rude.
Waits doesn't know how to wait.
Nice.
Thank you.
So Dre doing the exact same thing here, making noise to pull Steve down at the beginning of the entrance and run safely to the lever pool. So Nico does this green hack.
Oh, Steve! There we go. Go there. Cool.
And
I was filming
here
the Jack animation as he was running at me. That was dangerous.
Yep, so you can see this cutscene. Nico's in, about 10 to now.
Just got away from the animation death. Oh my goodness me.
Yes. So if the alien is actually chasing you, they can kill you in that animation. So normally what we do is we turn around, we flinch him with the flamethrower so his arms go up, which buys you about 5 to 6 seconds before he'll start chasing you again. And usually it's enough to safely get out of the cutscene. Nico also improv the strat there where he walked the first section and ran to the very last bit. Should be out safely. He's not out of the woods yet though.
Yeah.
Very, very easy to die here.
Oh,
There's a
goodness.
whole waiting section with the alien coming up even after the scripted cutscene.
Oh, my mic is falling down on me now.
Oh no!
It's so limp and lifeless.
Sounds
just
like my
behind
love
him.
life. Oh my
This
goodness.
is risky, but I'm
Poor
running.
me, I guess.
There he is. There he is.
Alright, I'm gonna hide in the vents for a little bit because this is a little strat that we can do to make it easier for us to actually get to the door that we're trying to escape from, which is going to basically eject us and get us back into Sevastopol. Hooray!
Dre talking about flipped cars in his childhood, Nico talking about his relationships. Guys, if you need to end the stream and we can just talk, I'm down. Like,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, let's just end the race.
Oh my gosh.
No, so there's a few ways to deal with Steve here as Nico's chilling in. Excuse me, as my net cuts out. As Nico's chilling in the vent section here. You can fire a revolver shot, although ammo is quite precious on Nightmare, or you can sort of try and hide from the alien. And,
Oh, I forgot! Oh, I heard it! I only reacted too late! Oh, it's so bad! Oh my gosh, I gotta go all the way back. I completely smooth brained that one right there.
Oh. What did you say from?
So-
Okay, you say from there. That's fine.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
this one, but I just wasted a boatload of time. I was literally just about to say, dude, I've never had a better mission 10. I pulled that.
Jinxed it.
I didn't even jinx it, I didn't say it yet. It's not fair.
All right, I'm going to be skimming a cutscene here, which is basically us going to be going from, from the airlock, and the visual of us getting back to Sevastopol. It's super scary, super thrilling and stuff for that. So, at least we are back and
The
safe.
cutscene
and-
that Nico just skipped is probably my favorite in the entire game. Ripley basically just parkours back onto the space station, grabs a ledge, and pulls herself into an airlock. It's probably one of my favorites. But yeah, we head into mission 11 now, as Dre enters this cutscene. That
Again.
was so unlucky.
I
That was
completely forgot about that, dude. I'm so used to no CC. Not even fair.
Yeah. No silent running here, sadly.
So here's the big bang as well. Like, obviously, we figured out that it was Marshal Waits who basically, caused the action of us, being spiraling away with Steve at the same time. So now that we're back at Sevastopol, we've got some choice words with Waits and just the whole team of people who basically allowed for that kind of things to happen. So
Yeah. So the alien has been, for all intents and purposes, ejected from the space station. So now all we have to worry about really is the androids and try and figure out why they're going around murdering everybody.
So we've now picked up our one of our favorite weapons, which is the shotgun, which is good vibes.
Has
Now-
a lot of cool mechanics, which we'll get to in just a second.
This bit is RNG as well.
Samuels, yes, the magic door is, as we like to call it. So Nico got just the one droid.
Excuse me.
Trap right here.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Oh god.
On the other side.
So if this droid
Oh,
comes in
God.
with you, you have to kill him.
I'm a reset.
Or the
Not anymore.
elevator.
I'm just gonna reset because
Okay, so because
the
of the
android
health,
should not
yeah.
be in there with us because that is obviously an ammo waste and also stuff as well. It's not fun. It's not fun.
So while we wait to reach that spot again, can I read some donations?
Absolutely. Now's
Oh
the
my
amazing
god!
time. Yeah.
Come on! Come
Okay.
on!
I have two
No!
donations to read.
Why
One
did
second.
I
Let's
have
just wait
to
for
get out?
Drayux, I
Yeah,
guess.
maybe just wait till
Jeez,
M10
dude.
is finished, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh
wait.
my
Let me know.
gosh, I'm just getting
Cool.
the worst luck right now.
So close. But yeah, the
I think now's a good time.
our
Yeah.
two crewmates, Samuels and Taylor. Yeah.
Alright. I have $50 from Adrian Power to say, seeing Nikoheart and drayux take alien isolation from a spin in this way really proves that games like this have come full circle.
No.
Amazing game, amazing run, amazing runners, amazing event. Thanks all. And these $50 are put towards the file name choice for the Wind Waker HD 100% run. And in this case, the donator choose TaskBot as the name for the file name. And also,
Very
I
cool.
have a $20 donation from Hyperwork who says, name is Eyes, googly eyes. Best of luck to the both of you. And they put a little heart on the comment. And also $50 from Knock on Wood, or Wood, sorry if I haven't pronounced that correctly, who says, my absolute two favorite streamers streaming and his donation. No two other streams had put a bigger smile on my face over the last year. Proud of both of you.
Aw,
So
thank you so
thanks
much.
everybody for your amazing
That's
donations.
fantastic.
Yeah. Keep it up, guys.
You
Honestly.
guys are amazing. Thank you all so much for the donations and just all of the lovely support that you guys are giving to not just us, but to Save the Children as well. So thank you so much, seriously. You guys are incredible.
Steve, don't do it. Steve, don't do it. Steve,
on,
I don't have
Drax.
enough fuel for you.
So briefly, as we
I don't have enough fuel for you. Oh my gosh, dude. This is so rough. I was at the very end of the level.
Sprint burst.
I
don't run it.
was. He dropped anyway.
Ha! Okay. Interesting.
interesting, must be a spicy pattern then.
All right, so whilst we're at it, let's kind of talk about what's going to be happening here in M11.
Yeah, so
Basically,
as I just said, so
Yeah.
Samuel's is a sort of upgraded android, but these androids that you're seeing, the working Joes, they're owned by a company called Seegson. And as you saw from the Hughes cutscene, ever since then they've been going around murdering everyone. So we're trying to figure out, one, how to get back to the Marshal Bureau, and two, to try and figure out why the androids are so aggressive. And the whole next 2 or 3 missions are figuring out that the company, the Weyland-Yutani company from the Alien movie, have bought out this Seegson company as soon as they found out there was an alien on board. And they've changed their sort of prime directive, I guess you would say, to go and hunt down all the humans, sort of eliminate any evidence, and try and capture the alien for themselves. Very nice. Joe enters the cutscene. That was so... I think just... It must have locked onto you or something at the end of the cutscene.
yeah. Because unfortunately, when it does happen, that is like, you know, the ploy of Nightmare. You know, you're going to be encountering like unfortunate RNG like that, so it's not fun.
So Nico entering a very dicey part here. If he accidentally kills any of the survivors here, the game will reset or back screen, just like if Axel died in M2. And the survivors here, I don't know why, but they're just suicidal or Nightmare. They love running in the path of your gun. So there's a revolver human that Nico's going to try and dispatch here. Just to get him away from the survivors.
I got really
before he
unlucky
gets
last time. He saw me right at the very end. I'm used to the airlock pressurizing sooner.
So you see that survivor just ran right to the as Nico gets grabbed, ran right across Nico as he was jacking that guard to death. As if Nico had moved his camera maybe 1 inch to the right, he would have killed the civilian by accident. They just love throwing a spanner in the works, honestly. I've lost so many runs.
Sorry, like that just got me in the way. I don't know why.
As Joey picks up some loot here. But yeah, NMG races are just notorious. I remember we had a 4-way NMG race. People were going from 10 minutes ahead to 30 minutes behind to 10 minutes ahead again. It's just the nature of the run. So much.
Nature of the beast, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll be seeing.
Oh my gosh! I did another safety save, so we're okay. But man, I jinxed myself so hard on this mission 10.
I just shot randomly there instead of actually at the android.
It's
So
all planned, all planned. So Nico using an unseen strat here, where he fires a bullet wildly to the left and then takes us 2 steps to the android. It's just very smooth recovery there, I have to say.
let's see if we get the sniper. That's the one problem right now.
Yeah, there's a RNG as to whether a human spawns here with a
Okay,
revolver.
I'm just not gonna run. That strategy's not working right now.
I just wouldn't run full stop
Man,
in.
dude, I
yeah.
was going crazy. I was so close to catching up, and I walked under that vent.
Yeah, it's the running. Like if you run, he's gonna drop on you at least once.
I do as I hit that.
You could flinch him, I suppose, but there's so many vents close to you. Like we said, guys, M10 is just.
Oh my, come on, dude! He was in my way.
Oh no!
I'm struggling right now, dude.
Just
I'm
don't
struggling right
even
now.
like half the sprint. No, crouch hop a bit.
I've
maybe.
got 1 flame burst left, so he was in the way. I just had to wait.
Yeah, you'd have to wait for him or flinch him to get past. So Nico's made his way
Steve,
back to the Marshal Bureau.
Dude. Come on, my dude. I'm desperate to get to mission 11 here.
Yeah, you should be blocking line of sight. Like, yeah.
He's just chilling.
Do you have a flare about?
Non lo so.
Because you could use a flare to distract him. But it seems like
Wait, l'ha mandato una volta.
okay.
I'm not proud. I am not proud of this anymore. I was so proud, dude. I had a deathless Gemini, and it was an almost deathless KG, and I walked under the vent, and I am so far behind now.
Don't sweat the small things, buddy. Don't sweat it.
All good. You're really not that far
I'm not
behind,
ready to cutscene.
actually. But yeah, so we've linked up, and you see Waits there chilling on the floor, so he got what was coming to him. Ricardo,
Now he's waiting there forever.
It's an evil laugh. Ricardo is still alive, and he's going to be our sort of comms man for most of the rest of the game.
Ooh, shotgun. Let's see if I can do my my drive-by shotgun here, because I love doing this. Ah, I missed! No! I missed! No!
It's a lovely little Neo from the android there. As the shotgun burst goes through his face, it looked like.
Goodbye.
Yeah. The hitboxes are in Alien are they take some getting used to. They're not quite visually accurate, so you have to really nail the center of the android's head. We got a reload on your shotgun though. That's pretty cool. It's nice.
Here's me trying to flex and failing. That sounds about right, unfortunately.
And that's okay.
So-
Any advantage I have.
So you see Nico here, when he picks up the shotgun, normally we get 4 bullets in it on Nightmare, and you generally don't get shells up until the end of, let's say, mission 12 in the loot room. So you really need to make those shots count. You need to kill an android.
Goodbye.
There's an android in the
I don't even know what happens
showroom.
to my voice half the time. Excuse me.
Nico just legs it around here. It just plays pass the parcel with the android. Another one can come down too. So you end up doing this sort of conga train and trying to run into the elevator at just the right time.
Oh no, I got the bad RNG. No way, I shot you in the face. Oh,
the
come on,
the
Mr.
android here is always
Android.
such a biggest pain, because like half of the time you're half expecting him to like be a bit more of a distance, but they love to catch up somehow. So
You're supposed to be dead. Okay, thank you. So the
As we
elevator
said-
doesn't. Loading screen doesn't start until you take out the android, which of course I
Yeah.
got that android and thing because
Exactly.
I tried to
Also,
play.
as we
it.
said-
I just reset there, Dre. I just couldn't be. I didn't want to
Nico
bother
just
too
straight
much.
up just like, nope. But as we said, Android grabs are 20% and their punches are 10. So Dre took 40% there. Nightmare really is just very, very, very brutal.
Oh
So it's
man, yeah. Those are the
really-
things that are particularly difficult in the wheel. Is like again, you can't flick the wheel, so the androids, if they're in the way, they're in the way.
That's why that M6 save reload for the medkit is so nice.
Yeah, which I desperately need. Jeez. Oh, I can make.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Are we ready to continue? So mission 12 is, I think right here we've actually got to look at a computer to basically get the codes that we need to access this door. No, wait, is that right? No, wait,
you will
yeah,
in
no,
just
it
a
is, yeah.
second.
God, I honestly forget like some of the crucial mission points of this, because like we are reusing a lot of like the level assets, if you know what I mean, and it can be quite disfamiliar, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But
it
what I
really
just
is
said
amazing.
is going to be happening here, because once we go down this elevator, we're going to have to look at a computer to get the code. But here's the thing about it. The code's on the first page, so we're just going to be spamming the Q key or like the button assigned to Q on our wheel to literally just get out of it
Q out.
immediately.
So I guess just returning to the plot briefly, Samuels has gone walkabout, and we're trying to find out where he's gone, because we think he's gone to talk to the Apollo core. Apollo is what I guess the prime main computer of Seegson is called. So we're trying to track him down, because everybody else apart from Ricardo and us is now dead. As we said, Waits got strangled. There's a sound bite as that Dre's going to hear in just a second, where you hear Waits get strangled over the mic. Very gritty.
It's kind of.
Can't say.
Yeah, I
can't
don't
say
know
I feel
if fun
too
is
sorry
the
for him.
best word, but
Yeah.
I think, should we take some donations and plugs right now? I think that might be
Yeah,
a
we have
relatively good
yeah, I
time.
probably should. Oh, I forgot.
Okay, I would like to remember to people that you are watching ESA Summer 21. We are raising money for Save the Children, and we would like to thank to Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Save the Children focuses on most vulnerable children, including girls who are forced into early marriage, young boys and girls who are forced into dangerous working conditions, or children at risk of recruitment into armed groups. So remember that every donation you make during this event will be towards Save the Children. And at the same time, you can be part of any of the different raffles for different prices that we have, like a PlayStation 5 bundle with Ratchet and Clank. That if during the event you donate a minimum amount of $50, you will be part of this raffle, and maybe there's a good chance that you can win this, or also one of the 2 ViewSonic monitors that we have as a prize also, like the BX 2705 2KP with a $35 minimum amount, and the ViewSonic Elite XG 270 with a $25 minimum bid.
Awesome. Thank you so much for all those plugs right there. And guys, those are some pretty cool prizes. So definitely get yourselves involved in that. Like, literally accumulative as well. So if you donate $5 one day and then $5 another day, you'll get yourself in. It all stacks up. So, and it all goes towards Save the Children. So you guys already are raising an amazing amount. I think we're near like $33,000 raised. Is that right?
Absolutely insane.
Good lord, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for all of the support for ESA and for Save the Children. Thank you so much, guys.
Yep. So I just had small technical difficulties with my mic there, but should be all good now. This Android is notorious. So I believe, did you do the safe strat, Nico, with the generators? Or did
I saved beforehand, so if I die here...
Okay. So this
That's
Android
one punch.
loves to grab you from behind just as you get through this doorway.
He likes to
It's
just like teleport.
Very
that
nice.
one. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different droid.
Yeah. Nico, he was too speedy. You have to be very, very concise with your lines there, otherwise that droid loves to grab you. And obviously, we'd like to avoid getting grabbed on Nightmare, as it's 1/5 of our health bar.
So here's the thing about it as well, like
about.
Samuels is trying to talk to, wait, it's Samuels, isn't it? Yeah. So Samuels is trying to talk to another droid that is actually on Sevastopol as well, but because they've got like, I guess like 2 different AIs as well, like he's trying to communicate with them in the format of like, you know, hey, let me forward a little bit, and because the AI of Sevastopol Apollo is trying to like protect anybody from getting into the core and stuff for that, Samuels has to find a way to make his way through, and that is with force and violence. Now, I'm going to do a little strat here, which is to shoot this guy in the head, whack him once, grab a key card, make my way around this way, and hopefully avoid any touching from the androids, and we'll make it through perfectly.
Right-hand side wall there. Yeah, very well played. If you don't, fun fact, if you don't loot that key card, if you forget or you misclick the loot action, that door closes behind you, and you have to wait 45 seconds for the androids to break through. It is absolutely... I've lost... I think the first time when I was starting to get on pace for world record, I lost the run due to that exact thing. So now I always take an extra second there and loot that android. Very nicely played by Nico.
That was pretty smooth, wasn't it? That was like that was a very sort of like nicely like just smooth exit there, because
I don't think you got punched at all, did you?
Yeah, no punches. Yeah. Literally,
very
it was like one of the smoothest exits that I've done in a while. So yay, GG. Right, what do I have to do now?
Some cryo events coming up that Nico's about to pass. And they do, if you tank all 3 of them, it's something like 50% of your health bar. So it's a lot of damage on Nightmare. On Novice, you can just stroll across these, no problem. On Nightmare, it's usually advisable to wait until the steam patterns go down so you can cross.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do as well. I want to preserve as much HP as I can, so I'm going to wait for each blast right here, so...
Not only is it Nightmare, it's Nightmare on a steering wheel, so best to be cautious.
You need the extra health. Oh, dude, I don't know what I did to curse this run, but I am...
It's not...
Don't sweat the small things.
It is the nature of the beast.
Oh, I'm so far behind now.
Don't sweat about the small things, because don't forget, we are doing this towards Save the Children, and that is ultimately more important than speed sometimes, isn't it?
I guess so, yeah.
So again, if you guys are able to donate towards the cause and you want to support Save the Children, ! Donate in the chat. And you guys can save so many children as well with all of your kindness. Even $1 goes a serious amount of way. So thank you again for your generosity and kindness.
I believe there is also a link under the stream as well.
Absolutely. In the panels below, there is a donate link. So either way, you will get yourself towards the correct link for donations. And you guys can put yourself towards the bid incentives and future things that could change the run in certain ways, like you guys did for us. This was a $500 incentive to change it from novice
in about 10
nightmare.
seconds. Yep.
So you guys made this happen. So again, thank you so much for making it happen. All right, should we talk about the lore a little bit here? Because I feel like this is going to be a fun, interesting part, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some downtime in the cutscene as well. I guess we can read some updates and donations there, but essentially we found Samuel, so we can hear his voice over the comms here. It's actually a very stressful section, because these droids wake up as you run past them, and you have a green hack to do under pressure. So you can take quite a bit of damage here if you fail the hack a couple times or get grabbed.
Ah.
But Samuel's is essentially gone on his journey.
One
He's
punch.
located. Very nice.
What was I going to say?
Located
One
the core.
punch!
And he's clambering into this, I guess, like an MRI machine. I don't know what you call it. Some sort of uplink with the Apollo core. And sacrifices himself just to open it for us, which is very touching. He's a good egg, Samuels. He's he reminds me of Bishop from Aliens, to be honest. Similar vibe.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the nice android, you know, the one android that's not trying to murder everyone.
Let's see if we can whack this door. There we go.
You can actually, I've seen Dre do it quite a few times. He likes to bonk Samuels in the back and it makes a metal sound. Just
Yeah.
to
Oh,
yes,
confirm that
to prove he's
I
a
Samuels
tried
robot,
to do, but I didn't get the
Yeah.
sound at all. I don't know why.
smacking Samuels. How
Oh,
could
I
you?
haven't gotten on wheel. I don't know why. Like keyboard mouse, I get it just fine. Wheel, it's weird.
Ah, the more you know.
Yeah, I don't know. The curse of the wheel, I guess.
Okay, so I didn't get the dialogue glitch here, as was mentioned way earlier on. If there's no dialogue here, you would technically say 40 seconds, but you do have to re-add it on.
I need to
And
hit you in the face. Thank you.
here's the fun thing for all the casual players, because this bit you have to do like under quite a lot of pressure, and obviously there's a point where like you know, it changes to like a full red, so you can't see the colors on the floor.
Don't tell them, Nico.
I'm going to do it. You just have to go clockwise. That's literally all you have to do here.
Don't have to worry about the steam or the scary music. You just go clockwise.
Just go
You're sorted.
clockwise, yeah. Well, yeah. So, sorry for all casual players who got like very, very nervous in a section here. It's just a case of clockwise rotation.
The music really doesn't help. I mean, I'd say Alien has some of the best sound engineering of any game I've played.
Oh, like
but
the music for this game as well is
Yeah.
top notch.
really gets you on edge.
I noticed mission 18 as you're making your mission 17, sorry, as you're making your way out of like the last vents for just before you get into mission 18, just the music for that is like one of my absolute favorites. Just the do.
Oh, yes, yeah.
It's so atmospheric and it's so like high octane energy. It's so good.
Oh, you're talking about
Sorry.
mission 17?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like the
think
end
it's
of mission
called-
17.
I just don't know. I got to focus, but dude, I got to step in my game.
Dude, you actually have done the mission now, so you can be
Yeah, yeah,
proud
caught
and
up
you
quite a
can,
bit of time.
we can actually get this
Oh,
go to
dude.
run going.
Bad security guard, out of flamethrower fuel. It's just, man. Woo.
All right, so the link that Samuel's trying to make here didn't quite go to plan, obviously, and you can see that he's kind of like on his last legs, and he's just like, you know what? For the first time in all of my robotic life, I actually feel human. This is what actually feels like dying, basically. Like
With
so as
his
you said, so you
last-
talk like about an actual life. I thank you for that. So it's kind of like that weird processing of realization that hey, this is kind of like humans. This is like what the humans do.
I guess with his last breath, he opens the core for us, so his death
Exactly.
was not in vain. Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, we can give a very you know, a farewell sorted 07 in the chat for everything to say thank you to Samuel. So 07.
Rest in peace, Sammy.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, also another keybind thing that actually shouldn't
Not
happen
sorted.
here.
Sorted's a bad word. Anyway, I just realised what I said.
There's a cart coming up that Nico's about to head onto,
Ooh.
and if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, like I said, we bind grabby, all the hugs. We bind mouse wheel, to button mash and use, and if you mouse wheel this cart, you'll actually plummet down into the floor. For some reason, it makes the cart teleport to the end and come back, and you'll die. And if you haven't saved, you have to do the entire of M12 again. Which
Yep.
is about, I think, 6 minutes.
It's
So,
it's brutal, yeah.
yeah, so always tap the cart.
Just once.
Oh,
Also, from sorry for the spectator's perspective, but Alien, as Dre enters this cutscene, loves to jack up the sound in cutscenes by about 3 or 4 times just to jump scare you.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so if you've been ear assaulted, we do apologize, but it's just the nature of the game.
Oh, I
Comes
got
up time
Super
and time
Manda.
again.
I got
Yeah.
a Superman as well,
Nice.
actually.
Nice.
I was going to talk about it earlier on, but essentially what happens there is like you'll kind of like camera brake as you actually leave that little ledge there, which actually push you forward towards the to the vent a little bit sooner, and it saves 2 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, about 2 seconds. It's kind of fun. You can just you grow your arms really long and you just reach.
And it's weird because, like, you know, like when I was doing this a lot on mouse and keyboard, I could never get it, but on the wheel, every time for no reason whatsoever. So cool, right?
Just born to wheel run, I guess.
Born to wheel.
Born to wheel, yeah. So this loot room is actually one of the most, I'd say, key spots in the run. You need all of these items on Nightmare. You get 3 MPs, 3 Molotovs, 2 med kits. You also make sure you pick them up, and sometimes you can get loot in these chests of drawers too. The tram that Nico just hit, that is running back towards, stops arriving once you.
I've played this game so many times, and I just got jump scared by those androids trying to like make their way through that door.
So it's great how this game can still do that to you.
I can't believe I was like, legit, oh god.
Too high strung.
Yeah. It's almost like I was wheelie on edge.
Oh god. Get me out.
Actually, get one punch. Come on. Nice.
I think that's like the first wheel punch I've done, so I think I deserved it.
Come on! It was early! It was early!
That's the grab I was talking about.
I'm having so much bad luck right now, dude.
You've got this, though, buddy. You've got this.
Oh, you have no med kits? Oh.
I thought I guess I'll use another one.
Alright, so we're going into mission...
Oh, no, I didn't get to use it because the other android chased me. That's why.
At least you didn't take that safety save, though, because if you didn't take the safety save, it puts you right back to the beginning of mission 13, and that's not a fun
my
time.
lesson, my first
really crucial.
Yeah.
It's another punishing mechanic in the game as well. That auto-saves, basically, I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 in the entire game mid-mission. Maybe less than that, actually. I think 2 of them are in M18 as well.
Oh, blasting gap. I can finally make the pipe bomb! Finally!
Just 20 minutes too late.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Right. So you can use it against the alien. Fun fact on OCC, they get to pick up the V3 pipe bomb really early in the run, and you can use that to blow up pretty much anything. But in No Major Glitches, we get the V1 pipe bomb. Nice, as Dre gets
much
through
better droid timing there.
Perfect, man.
Okay.
But it'll be useful for getting Steve to go away for sure, that pipe.
Okay, 4, 9, 3, 0. There we go. Inputting on the on the wheel on this wheel per se is not as easy as it should be, because you have to try to remember, like, you know, what foot and what direction does a thing. I often forget, like, you know, oh yeah, this is going up and this is going down. So it's a mental challenge, to say the least, amongst the mental challenge of actually doing a speedrun as well.
Honestly,
no,
watching
Drake's is lucky that he's got his little self-manufactured D-pads.
Yeah,
kind of.
Dre can switch weapons without having to radio, which is quite a nice perk for him. But it just, I don't know, it cracks me up every time I see Nico like flame on short notice. And he just absolutely like machine gun his foot pedal. It's just so funny. It just never ceases to crack me up. But yeah, so this is still.
Dang it! Dang it! I missed. This is probably deadly.
Ooh.
I mean, you have more shots. You can always fire again.
Oh my gosh, you can't go that way.
Okay. Nice, got him. Good stuff. Good recovery.
But
yeah, I'm still alive, but yikes, dude.
You've got it, man.
I'm just ashamed, dude. Man, nerves got to me.
You're speedrunning for charity. You're speedrunning for charity. Let's remember that. Doesn't matter if you're fast or slow. You are a winner, and everyone else here is a winner for the kindness and support that is what's going on.
Oh, for sure, man, for sure. I think the nerves got to me.
NMG is so fickle. Like I said, we had a 4-way race and people were going back and forth and people were 20 minutes behind, then 10 minutes ahead. So NMG, just your luck can change on the drop of a hat. So.
Absolutely. So that is the nature of the beast with this game. Nightmare is not an easy feat. So we got to remember, like, you know, it's that basically that.
So we're continuing our journey here, so we're really close to the Apollo core. In fact, it's actually right behind Nico on the other side of these doors. He has to go a roundabout way to get there, though. So we have to activate an entrance and power up the core to be able to talk to Apollo. And another little lovely alien Easter egg here you'll see. We'll skip the cutscene, sadly, but the text and the terminals.
Oh, that was gonna happen.
Oh, the grab.
Oh no, I died.
It's a good safety save. So you can
at least
actually
Drake
peek.
can catch up here, so there we go.
Oh, maybe so.
I died. I can't believe it. Like, it's a good job
Are you
I
able
saved.
to peek on wheel controls? Do you have a peek button or not?
I don't. I never loaded it in, so...
I guess there's a good bit of trivia here. You can actually peek as this gas mask animation comes off.
I cheated a little bit.
Oh, okay. Some creative thinking.
And it doesn't matter anyway because the droid wasn't
the android,
there.
of course, just isn't there. Yeah. So
Right.
that peeking glitch makes you grabless for about 10 seconds. It only lasts a short space of time, but it meant Nico could have just run past that droid and not died. Because a grab is less damage and more damage than a punch.
So basically, like the little cheesy thing I did doesn't even apply anyway. So it's fine. It doesn't count. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine.
It's all good.
And Trollder. Anyway,
let me just, because I've been having bad luck, let me just drop this.
Yeah, Nico did
I don't
one
usually
as well,
even take the safety save, but I'm desperate at this rate.
I would definitely take it. It's a long way.
okay.
Long into the way
Turn
into the
around. Oh, nice. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here, like in here, is basically the entrance to the Apollo core. Now, we kind of have to let down the security a little bit, and the reason for that is otherwise it's not even humanly possible to hack into the Apollo core. Now, even doing this as well, like it has a few more seconds for us to hack. Now, we're wanting the perfect puzzle. That was really quick as well. There was only like two to the left. Wow.
It's actually, that's our first encounter with the minigames, isn't it? So it's worth briefly talking about minigames. There's 3 types. There's the green, the yellow, and the white. The white is like unequivocally far and away the best. I'd say the yellow is the second best, although sometimes if you're really unlucky, it can be slower than a green. And greens are so slow that we actually just queue out the hack and reset it and try again.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about that is when we were in our practice for speedrun, I think I encountered the green puzzle and the other puzzle about, I think it was like nearly 20 times.
Yeah, you got like a crazy cycle. It was interesting. It was fun.
It was crazy bad luck. So we've all had our fair share of bad luck in the speedrun.
Fun fact.
What we can do, like we can take some plugs and donations in a second, but we'll just quickly go over the lore point here. So we try to talk to Apollo and we say, like, you know, there's nothing on board, but they say, you know, there is really, but you know, if you want to handle it yourself, please be our guest, if you know what I mean. And so we peruse further down into the bidding of actually trying to, like, you know, sort everything out, and there we go. I won't spoil it any further. I think that's kind of like the short format of the lore point, isn't it? Unless there's anything else to add there.
Just a little, sort of, I guess, trivia point. We're going to skip the cutscene, but the terminal is exactly the same sort of text and shape as the one in Alien that gives Ripley the bad news that the Alien is priority 1. So it's like definitely a reference to the first Alien movie. Really nice little Easter egg there. And we're about to head into
Mission 14
in a few
now.
minutes, into M14, sometime before it gets really scary. But you'll find out that things have gone much worse than expected.
Oh, Mission 14 is my favorite mission, and I'm jealous you're beating me to it.
You're not far behind.
Don't worry, you're going to be there very soon. Shall we take a quick, 30 seconds of plugs?
We have some short donation time.
Alright, we have 2 different donations. First donation is from Len Tokun, who donates $25 and says, "Good show from Bot Runners. Stay strong, drayux. We all believe in you."
Aww.
And we have $50 from Rumble/Boulder with no comment. And both donations are going directly to the roller coaster tycoon always scenarios and Bitwarm or Crash the Coasters. I've seen a lot of donations going with that incentive, so if you want to help in order to reach this and any other bid, just remember to put your donations to any of the bid wars we have here on ESA Summer 21.
If I'm right, we've reached 33,000, am I right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And also we have a new $20 donations from Sauna Chum, who says, "A small donation for charity so the players can properly gear up for the last chapters and accelerate towards victory." And also these $20 are put towards the Crash the Coaster donation.
Nice.
Accelerate towards victory. I love that phrase.
Thank you all so much for the donations and for reaching that $33,000 raised for Save the Children. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
That is a lot of money.
Let's catch up with this little bit here, because essentially we've just got a new torch upgrade, which is the ion torch. It can get through these little panels a lot easier. Can actually get from A to B like just perfectly fine. Now we are using the EMP mines against these androids here. They are the Super Joes. Now, Karis, do you want to talk a little bit about Super Joes before we continue with this lore point?
Nico's going to encounter sort of the last two normal androids for quite a while. The one next to this tank here, the far end. Super Joes have this sort of like protective rubber suit over them, bright orange. You'll know exactly what I mean. You've already seen one briefly before, the one that grabbed Nico. But they're everywhere in the reactor. And EMPs don't work on Super Joes, they only work on normal Joes. In addition to that, Super Joes do more damage when they punch you, more damage when they grab you. And they have better reaction speeds as well. So you need to be a bit smoother with your grab cancels versus Super Joes than Nightmare Joes, regular Joes. But he's dispatched the Joe, so luckily he can just run around, do these power conduits, and then this tank is going to raise up.
Dispatch as like a kind of word per se.
He's bashed his skull in with a maintenance jack. He's got
okay, that's much nicer.
And then the tank's going to raise up, and then we're going to basically find out in a couple of minutes that the situation on the station is just way worse than we thought. But I'll keep it vague until we get there.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. So now that we got because bear in mind, by the way, we have no weapons. We sacrificed them back in mission 13, and we will regain our weapons at some point. But for the whole section here, we are weaponless. Like the only thing that we kind of got is our say noisemaker, med kits, the CMP mine. It's a little bit harder than it should be per se.
The one thing I always found funny was that they allow you to bring in Molotovs, but not a pistol.
Yeah,
Molotovs
exactly.
are for some reason fine. But
What's that? It does a metal in it or something, you know?
Yeah, sure. Now, I'm going to do a safety save here. The reason for that is, there is a very, very likely chance that can be done where you can technically softlock here. Yes. And the softlock is where, one of the androids doesn't actually make their way through the door. It confuses the door animation to thinking that, it's closing and stuff.
Looks good.
Fine, yeah.
I think you're fine. Yeah, so generally what we do is we stop, as Nico did there for a second before that doorway. The reason the softlock occurs is because the android hears you before he's scripted to start walking away. And the act of him walking away is what unlocks that section. So you sort of hit this invisible wall and you're softlocked.
Now, I'm going to do the strat, which I figured out was doesn't matter, he's going the other way, cool. I was going to try and bring him on the other side because by the time we pick up this bolt gun here, which is actually a weapon, oh no, he would actually get to us in a proper time. But even though I was on the right side, he still perused to the left, so cool. Now,
there is a slightly riskier version of it where you really cut it very, very fine. And so you see as Nico charges the gun, the android's not in sight yet. He's just coming around the corner now. But if you do the risky way, the android is basically one step away from you. It's very easy to get grabbed.
I'm just reset because he took his sweet time.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
Having a casual stroll there. As Dre heads into the core. Have you ever gotten that hack? Like the Apollo hack? I think I've gotten one symbol away. It seems impossible to do.
I don't think any human has gotten the Apollo hack yet.
Right, okay.
We've made a task that has done it a few times. You literally have to get the right RNG for the symbols to be close together. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So what we're talking about, if you're unclear, is that green hack tool that we've met since mission 3. There's an Apollo hack with 9 or 10 symbols. You would have seen Nico do it briefly a few minutes ago. And if you don't prep the power on, you have, I think it's 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds?
I think it's 2 seconds, but
2 seconds, right, to do
there we go.
Six
Symbols.
Got
Take
it.
your sweet time, buddy. Jesus.
Then Nico's going to enter a quick 6832 on this keycode here.
Gonna check for any more loot that may be about. So I've got a sensor. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah, so let me just kind of touch on the soft lock here. So this door here, if the android didn't actually go through, it would look open, but the actual game itself would recognize that there's still something there. So you would there would be no way to actually unlock that door. So essentially, you would have to refresh the whole mission, if you know what I mean. Well, not the whole mission, up to that save point, basically.
As I said, invisible wall. It's something to do. I think it's just a part of the game isn't rendered in. It doesn't load in the next section until you do 6832. It's very annoying.
It's a strange one. But we are coming up to the now Apollo core, and we will be able to regain our weapons. Hooray!
Yep. Pistol and shotgun back in our hands. Flamethrower, not quite yet.
couple
We'll get the
weapons.
flamethrower in just a second.
Our favorite one, right? We don't get the
yeah.
favorite one yet.
Okay, so we've already too many sensors. Perfect. So I am going to do another safety save here because this could go wrong, as always.
We're doing a simultaneous safety save?
I think we might have done. Cool.
Heck yeah.
I'm just about to save right now. So very close to, actually. All right, so there is a chance, like if you actually had a bolt gun shot here, you could do like a 360 no scope around here. But
Oh, I got good RNG.
I don't have a
Very
bolt gun,
nice.
unfortunately. So I'm going to be
Yeah, I
using
love-
a revolver from this point onwards here. Now,
I love sniping this Joe on Nightmare with the bolt gun. So nice.
we are
You
going
miss,
to be
you feel
using
like
the same tactics that we have kind of utilized with the androids earlier on, which is to basically shoot them in the chest, and that will stop the grab animation for about 10 seconds. There is still the chance that, like, you know, you can take damage as you're passing by the androids.
Yeah, you almost certainly do.
Can you get out of my way? Oh, God.
You
I
see the
took wow, I'm taking a hit. Great.
So one punch for Nico, but he still has 10 seconds of immunity, so he can run. He might be synced up if there's another android in his way. He might have to shoot twice. He does.
I, Got some
So only 10
flamethrower
seconds.
feel in Apollo core. That's
That's
Oh,
interesting,
nice.
actually. Nice. Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
let's
Super-
kind of like talk about this. Welcome
my
everybody
gosh.
to the nest, where everything could go right and
Yes, that
everything
one.
could go wrong. I'm gonna try to do this saveless. So welcome into
Yeah.
like one of the hardest parts of the mission. I'll
Yeah,
see you on the
definitely-
other side, okay?
Definitely added some difficulty with the wheel inputs here. A lot of tight turns, aliens coming at you around the corner, multiple aliens, so definitely a tricky section of the game.
that's the best part, isn't it?
All right, I'm gonna take this moment to focus, so I'll talk in a little bit, guys.
Best of luck.
So we despawned a facehugger on the floor there by getting to this terminal. All right.
Dre getting a white hack in the core, always nice.
Tiny bit of RNG coming back for us.
Yep.
Now I'm going to be shooting the flamethrower at this xenomorph that's going to come towards us twice. Good. Up venting.
Again, if that alien had touched him, instant rip.
This is where the tricky part comes in, okay? So now I'm definitely going quiet.
So facehugger in his way here.
Perfect.
Very, very nice into the gap. Nest
Ah.
is so loud. I always remember it in this section. There's just screaming aliens all around you. So basically what Nico did there is there's two aliens on a different cycle. One is scripted and one is RNG. You actually got both there, was a bit unlucky, but nice recovery. Sticking to the edges so the alien can't quite see you and then veering into the left into these little sort of, I guess, mini vent sections here. God, they're disgusting, aren't they? Just goo and guts everywhere. Nico firing a shot. So another mechanic that Dre mentioned when we were doing M2 is creating noise when the alien can't get to you can cause him to upvent. It's a principle we use in quite a few missions, notably this one, M16, maybe a few other parts that I'm forgetting. So the fact that the gunshot is fired there means that the alien goes and upvents, and it lets Nico just walk out safely.
Yeah.
Dre heading into M14, very nice.
Finally on my my favorite mission here.
Enough? Good. Okay. All right, here we go. This might even be first try.
That would be crazy, dude.
There is a facehugger at the end, so I'm just going to do a big shot here, and that's enough to kill it. And it actually gives us a bit more of an access way, so that the facehugger isn't in the way of getting out. So nice escape.
Yeah, facehugger corpses can do quite a few things. They can block other huggers from damage, which is very annoying, because you get bits of the game where there are 2 huggers or 3 huggers even together.
No drop.
And also
Very
cardboard
nice.
boxes. For whatever reason, cardboard boxes in this game are made of titanium diamond reinforced kryptonite or whatever. So if the hugger in M17 in particular gets under a box, if you shoot shotgun shots, you can even pipe bomb it and it won't die.
Mike is sagging.
So that was first try.
Yeah, very, very nice nest. Very smooth.
Oh, why is this not working?
Honestly, since I've learned that strat of, hugging to the right, that has become like such a game changer for Nightmare. So again, Karax, thank you so much for the
I got you.
for the knowledge, because I had no idea. Now I am going to do some shots at these super drones here. Now they take about like 3 to 4 shotgun shots to the head. There is a chance of being able to animation peek, but again, I don't really have the peek key mapped, so I'm not going to attempt it too much. So it takes about like 4 shots, if you know what I mean.
In categories like low percent, for example, here, you're on such little HP that you actually sort of have to lead these androids in a conga train and run all the way around, or try and kill them.
By the way, this area is really loud, so if the tech wants to turn down the volume a little bit, that'd be probably perfect.
Good call, Nico, good call.
Ah, gonna run away. Okay.
So Dre able to EMP this Joe.
Oh, come on. Why is my... Okay, someone's bugging out.
Oh.
Might be my handbrake.
Typical, isn't it?
Doesn't like on my use it's getting... Oh, there's an ejector.
There we go.
So these, if you look at the two side-by-side profiles, so that Joe that Nico was just shooting, if he had EMP'd him, it would have done absolutely nothing. He'd have just wasted the item. Same with Molotovs. They have this line, don't they? I am built to withstand temperatures of up to 9,000 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So,
what do you think? Is the orange jumpsuit just a jumpsuit, or is it like their skin?
It's rubber.
Welded. I don't know. It's a
rubber suit.
You took off the suit. Would you just get droid guts?
Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so I've done one side now. So each of the first initial pull down is going to activate 2 of those computers. You have to activate the alpha core and the beta core. I think it's alpha and beta, isn't it?
Yeah, total of 4 minigames in this section. I got 3 in my novice world record, not salty at all. 3 green minigames, like, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. That's how it be.
But essentially when these are done, then we can overload the reactor, and that was our plan to purge the nest. That was Ripley's big plan. Basically create, I guess, like a nuke of sorts to go and rip through the nest, but it ends up backfiring. Excuse me, sadly, as we'll find out in just a second.
Bad RNG. There we go, thank goodness.
The double.
There we go. All right. So now that we've done all of the puzzles there, Tech could probably bring back the volume because it's not as loud anymore. But yeah, like it's just like that can be such an RNG situation. Let's say if there was 2 people running at this exact same point, this could be where one person leads very easily, if you know what I mean. So
yeah,
now that we pull down this level, there's actually going to be some more androids that do come out. But we do have to give it a little bit of time because they are going to self-destruct regardless. They're going to set themselves on fire, and it's a fun fire party basically.
But yeah, definitely minigame RNG, definitely not insignificant at all.
I don't have enough health for the cool strat, as I found out.
I like how I went the direction where they were all there, so I probably took a little bit more damage than I should do. Whoopsie daisy. So I'm going to heal very, very soon.
Yeah, always best to heal after the core, pretty much in all circumstances. We saw Nico cancel another grab animation there. It can be done with the flamethrower, fun fact. Pretty damn hard to do on wheel. You can do it on the shotgun as well. 10 seconds of immunity every time you cancel a grab. Very, very nicely done. As Dre lures this bolt gun Joe over to the left here.
I wanted to do it the cool way, but I don't have enough health.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, best to be safe.
All right, so here's the fun bit. Well, we're trying to now that we've activated the alpha core and the beta core, we're going to try to initialize this.
Oh my god, it didn't shoot! What is going on here today, dude?
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
Also, there is I'd say it's about 70 seconds of downtime as Nico hits this red button, so you can, if you're in the middle of a run, take a break here. Some runners do it. I usually wait from 15, because you get a little bit more time in the cutscene, but here's also completely fine.
Oh, come on, now my hand.
The bolt gun is finicky at the best of times, so what happens to Dre there actually just happens all the time.
By the way, jump scare.
Hello, this is grinning for the camera. You see, and as you saw, there are 2 aliens, and all the aliens in the nest are now free and running amok the station. So very, very monkey W.
Yeah,
sadly.
it was a great moment for Ripley.
We tried to help and we made things worse.
When you
Wait,
try
see,
your
it's already
best and you
active.
don't succeed. So,
Dude, my handbrake's acting up on me now. This is genuinely tragic. It's clicking on me.
do you need to reload the script or?
No, it's not the script. It's the sensor and the handbrake itself is broken.
Oof! Yikes!
I was really hoping it would last for today's stream, but
If you need to find another alternative, I guess like we could permit
come on.
mouse maybe.
please. Okay, he's working his way over here.
Okay.
Also, while Dre does this law and Nico waits for the tram, if we have any more announcements, that'll be a good time.
Oh, God.
We have a little bit of downtime.
Here we have an anonymous $5 donation who says, petition to rename Super Joes to Koopa Joes. And we need to remember, people, that you are watching ESA Summer 21. We are raising money for Save the Children, a non-profit organization who was the first global organization devoted solely to serving children's needs and securing their rights. They are often the first and only focused organization working in the hardest to reach places where it sucks to be a child. As a result, Save the Children's teams have been proactive in preparedness for pandemic threats. So all the money you donate are gonna go towards them. And also you can put your money towards different donation incentives we have for the next rush.
Dude, my handbrake is totally gonzo on me.
It's toasted, really?
It's not even working anymore. Well, I'm gonna have to come up with some unusual.
Oh, that's so
I'm
annoying.
sorry, guys.
That
I didn't need for
sucks.
this run to be quite this catastrophic. Between the blue screen and my handbrake, and oh gosh,
Equipment's just got it in for you. I
let
guess.
me quick check what my
Do you want me to pause at all, or should I just keep on going?
it's your call. You're already so far ahead, so
Could always
does
pause.
not make much difference.
I mean, obviously,
okay,
depending on
handbrake's
like
sitting
how
left.
much you need to
God.
hand code and stuff like that.
It's
Give
yeah,
him a minute
it's
or so.
really.
I think for the
dying here.
meantime, because I feel like we might be a little bit behind our estimated time, but I'll keep on going
Sure.
for the meantime.
Sure.
Yeah, my pace right now we're gonna go over, that's the part that's stressing me out.
Just unfortunate, though.
Yeah,
Decide
it's
to break
unfortunate
on
when
you.
like like a tech can go wrong because again, this is like an unconventional controller that we are going to be using and stuff for that. So it is more likely that like tech can break easier. Again, I have like gone through a few different wheels myself, so it's not like it's liable to break. It's literally liable to break. But
So there's a
yeah.
direct AI trick that Nico could have used here. He chose to opt the safe way just to get a few more loot spots and it's a bit more stable. But like I mentioned, banging when you enter new sections of the game with the jack tricks the direct AI into thinking you're further back. So it lets you run that entire section to the torch panel. Just little tiny optimizations there. And now that the nest has exploded, our backup strat is to backup plan, I should say, in the plot is to try and find Marlowe's ship because he's disappeared from the cells. The guy who we played as in the first person in Mission 9 when we were exploring the alien planet. So he's gone to get his ship and we know it's parked close by. So we're trying to make our way to the ambulance shuttle bay.
Now, I
Nico
didn't
just-
have a noisemaker, so that's kind of my worry at the moment.
Yeah, also this whole section past this red box that Nico just ran past is a silent area. So Steve can drop silently outside the room sometimes. So best to just walk after he picks up this upgraded hack tool here.
Are you all set now, drayux?
Yeah.
For the time being, give me just a second. I'll try to describe what was going on.
Yeah, no problem.
Sure.
Oh, it stopped working again. All right, I'm having a very difficult time with my tech here. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to keep my cool, but man, tech failures always are the ones that get to be the most, right?
Yeah. Especially when they're so sudden as well. Just working and then
Yeah.
stops.
So what's going on is that no, it's completely dead now. I was hoping it'd last. There's nothing left in this handbrake.
Do you have a flipper that you can use maybe for the...
Yeah, apologies, guys. It completely died. So what usually happens is it has a range of the values to determine its position. It's usually from -1,000 to 1,000, And for whatever reason, a few weeks ago, it started dropping from now it was only 800 to negative 1,000. It was going down and down 700 to negative 1,000. And then before the script, I had to set all the way down to, it was going around 200 to negative 1,000. And then it stopped working here. It was only going negative 600. And now, no matter what I am, it's negative 1,000. So it officially, the sensor is completely shot on me. I apologize. This was definitely not anticipated for today's run.
Is there any other things that you can like rebind?
Yeah,
as of right
let's
now?
see if I can rebind something real fast. Yeah, in fact, I don't have this button bound at all. Let's see here. RSB.
Carix, for the meantime, did you want to talk a little bit about Mission 15 and what we're up to? So
What's that one?
Yeah, happy to. So
That's...
we made it onto the shuttle that we were looking to try and join the Anisadora. So we're now on board the ship. So we know Marlowe is on here somewhere, and presumably Taylor. I see a key code entry there.
Wait, what's the code?
It's 4910.
Oh my goodness me, what am I doing? Wait, 4910.
Not an M17 yet.
4910.
4910, I want to say. Yeah.
I messed it up. Great.
I've got bad news. My handbrake's on a slider, so I activate it considerably differently than my wheel buttons.
You might have to
do a bunch of coding if I want it to work on a
4510.
Yeah, sorry, did I misspeak? 4510.
Yeah.
That's on me. So we've made it on board his ship. Let's look at Joe's stream there for a second. And we know he's somewhere around. We don't exactly know where, but we want to try and convince him to pick up survivors and just get off the station.
Oh, I got the handbrake.
Yeah, so Amanda's arm can disappear sometimes here. I didn't know you could 360 while you did that.
I could 720 if I really want to.
So Amanda loses her head and her arm there. It's actually funny, you can get some 3D bugs when you're on save points and you see how the game actually perceives Amanda, and she has no head. She's just a torso, some arms with no legs and no head. But she loses her arm there if you rip that generator really fast. Not actually sure why that happens, it's just always funny to do. One final blue hack here, and then the next section will unlock. And you have to go through a series of obstacles, including one face hugger, before you actually find out where Marlowe is. And like we said at the beginning in Mission 9, he's lost the plot a bit since his wife got face hugged, and he's, I'd say, definitely the antagonist for this mission. So he plans to turn the entire ship into a bomb and ram it into the space station to blow it into the gas giant. So that
what we
nobody
can
makes
do,
it off.
Drex, by the way, if you're happy, because I know, like, you know, obviously this is still a race and stuff for that. When I get to the point of Mission 16, did you want to, like, go from that mission, save there, maybe?
That might be... I'm doing some coding on the fly here.
Yeah, because like obviously it's an unfortunate situation that happens, but in a point of fairness in a race, I feel like it's a permissible situation where
fine, yeah.
we kind of like could go back from the same point there. So
there's plenty to showcase from M16 to the end anyway.
Absolutely.
So not a problem, yeah.
So that's the thing about it. Like, we want to make sure that, like, you know, that we don't fall too far behind. That we want to actually, you know, both play fair game, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
So that hugger Nico just passed. That's probably for me the most stressful hugger in the entire run, because if you want to kill that thing, I mentioned before about how cardboard boxes are essentially Kevlar. If you fire even like a flamethrower burst and the hugger is behind the box, it'll jump on your face.
This is freaking out.
And normally you haven't saved, so you lose like the entire mission. You go all the way back to the beginning of Mission 15, which is like 5 or 6 minutes prior. But yeah, there's also the double huggers, which
I'll be going for my quick toilet break in a second as well.
Yeah, no problem. So Nico's about to enter a cutscene here. It's actually quite a heartfelt, touching cutscene that we're going to skip and not watch, where Sigourney Weaver essentially records a soundbite for the game, which is super cool, talking about what happens to her in Alien. So you can see Amanda putting her hand to the computer there, sort of just in sadness. But yeah, we rapidly skipped it, so Nico's going to take a quick break here. And Marlowe sort of goes on this like evil monologue, talking about his evil plans, as you tend to do, you know, like the Bond villain of Alien games. And then Taylor redeems herself. She set him free to try and get a fast track on a promotion. It's funny, in the Speedrun Discord, some people have the profile, Taylor did nothing wrong, because she redeems herself here.
Alright, well,
Yep.
I did some quick on the fly coding.
Yep, how are we looking?
All goes well. Oh my gosh, this is so much harder to aim now, and the droid's not here! Well, now I gotta reset because the droid was slow. Oh man. So now I got a button that's on my, a button on my wheel instead, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
It's a little more complicated. I'm gonna mess up quite a bit because I'm so used to grabbing the handbrake.
Sure. Well, you can always, just load M16, to be honest, and when it's time, get a bit of practice
Yeah,
for
that's
the
fair.
inputs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So difficult. It's not like, his.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm just so bummed how many technical difficulties I have.
So for those of you who are just tuning in now, Dre and Nico are essentially neck and neck for, I'd say, a good chunk of the game, like the first 30-40 minutes, and then we had an unfortunate blue screen, bounced back from that, and some further technological issues here where Dre's handbrake has just decided to rest in peace.
Okay.
And he's had to
Is it
improv
working
some
now?
codes on the fly.
Not handbrake's not working, but I got a new button set.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
he's tried to rewind.
I mean, did you still want to start from mission 16 together, or?
I think that'd be
I
best.
think that's alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just keep going here in
Sweet.
14 until you're in 16. And we'll
Yeah,
go to
absolutely,
16.
buddy. Absolutely.
Oh gosh.
So fun
Definitely
fact, you
not
can
your
actually.
traditional type of race, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Alright.
here's the thing about it as well. Like, as much as this is like a fun run and stuff for that, like, when things do go right, we still want to make sure that we're both like in a good spot and still keeping a good mental health and stuff for that as well, because there is a lot of pressure as always, like when it comes to races and stuff for that, and we don't want to make anybody feel like the case of lagging behind and stuff for that is
That's all in good fun. I
yeah,
mean,
it's a good
and
fun
it's
run
unavoidable as
regardless.
well.
So
Yeah.
it's a thing that can happen. It's a very prominent thing that can happen in just when you don't want it to. So we're gonna make sure everyone here
and
is
it's
comfy.
like it's so easy. Little things get to you. As much
for
as I
real.
hate to admit that, like, man, that blue screen threw me completely for a loop.
Yeah,
and,
like,
Yeah,
that's
it would-
that was
I,
an unfortunate situation.
it's what 8 in the morning. I haven't slept.
Oh god. You make sure you
Which
sleep after
makes
this,
it a
all right?
bit harder. It makes it a little bit harder to handle emotions all that.
Yeah,
much.
no, I get it.
Oh man, but yeah, I appreciate you guys' patience with my technical difficulties. I'm really ashamed we have to deal with them, but
Do you want to
It's
get
how it
mission
is, right?
16 ready, by the way?
oh sure. Why the heck not?
Cool.
So I'm just about to get into mission 16 shortly.
All right. So I'll
So-
have the
so-
advantage because I have the Steve save.
Oh, you'll be fine. Just go ahead, man. Go ahead with it.
All right.
No worries. So it's always funny to play the Benny
So-
Hill theme as Ripley's running away through
Yeah.
the blown
I like to play like Pokemon music, just like.
Chariots of Fire, something like that.
All right, let's go. You can load it now.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a few seconds because you have to stand up.
Cool. So
All right,
both
so
runners.
for those of you
pretty
guys who are
much
curious, the
Okay, you can go,
thing
you can go.
I'm loading is the speedrun practice save, so it has maximum loot.
I'm gonna wait for a
Yeah,
second so
basically
that.
maxed out loot.
Wait, what's that again?
All right, let's hear Molotov. Let's find that.
Okay, let's
Flare.
go.
Let's find that. All right.
Yeah.
These hacks are tricky sometimes.
So this is where humans are a real nuisance. In world
Oh,
record attempts is an absolutely sort of crazy strat we do here, which they're going to do an adapted version of, either with the flare law. But there are 4 sets of humans here, 2 groups of 2, and then I think another 2 patrolling individually. There's 2 revolver humans, like we said, Nightmare, 1 hit, 1 kill with a revolver. So in order to deal with them, we use the Molotovs from that loot room, in mission 13. So it looks like Nico's going to do an improvised strat here where he pulls the humans together quite nicely with a flare. It can still go very badly wrong because these humans, again, have nightmare view codes, nightmare AI.
I'm pressing. I went for my old school click button. I never threw that flare. That Molotov. That's all right. That's all right.
Very,
All the
very, very
adjustment-
common to die here. So you see Nico's going the long way around, just giving all the humans are actually going to lock onto that flare if all goes well.
I
Then he
just
gets
heard a
prime.
gunshot there. That was weird.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leg it down.
And he gets a prime
This
molly
one.
shot.
That one.
Oh, you're actually just going to run, okay. That could be
Right
an issue on the
there.
way back.
Yeah, it will be an
bad.
issue. So we'll have some fun, okay?
This is
Okay, cool.
So basically, I'm gonna have some great fun. On our return back through the same way, basically I've killed nobody, so that's gonna make more of the humans
Oh, that's
a
gonna
little
be
more
very
angry at me.
fun.
Yeah.
So that's
it's
like
pretty
that's
tricky.
that's my boding into all of this. So I guess like there's a bit of fairness now.
Oh my
It's,
gosh.
it's
Oh,
a
you're right
pretty-
there. Why are you right there? Okay, that
Pretty
works.
hard exit. You could always consider reloading if you wanted, but yeah,
I
he's
could.
out of the section.
I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. Okay.
I'm just gonna go for it. We're gonna see what happens. At the end of the
Sounds
day,
good.
it's a fun race. There's a lot of silliness.
Hell
So
yeah. So the
let's
reason
get
Nico
this fun vibes
Oh
going,
my
shall we?
gosh.
get this bread.
We started
reason-
fresh and I'm. I
We've
don't know
all
what I'm
done it.
doing, man.
We've all done it. The Molotov.
Oh, God.
We've all done it. We have all
Kamikaze.
done. I've done that so many times, buddy.
The reason Nico
Just,
planted a
I'm just gonna
Molotov
say
there.
it's not my day officially.
Don't worry
Like, you know how
about
you do
it.
those days speedrunning and it's just like it's just not your day. I think today's just not my day.
Regardless, you are raising money for charity, so that makes your day just a touch more
Exactly.
amazing.
Maybe my
So
failures are entertaining enough to encourage people to open their wallets a little more.
you never know. If you enjoy,
Wink,
if
wink.
you've enjoyed Drayux's speedrunning for today, don't forget to contribute towards saving the children. It will mean a lot to us and to Drayux as well. So again, if you are able to open up your wallets, you guys are amazing. Okay. Now I'm going to be
And
actually
now
using a
that
plugin
we-
strat. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If we are talking about this, can I plug some donations really quick?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, because we have $10 from Leaf, who says, "Oh no, I love the handbrake," and
I
this
don't-
donation goes toward the character choice build war for X Mutant any percent. This goes towards
Oh, see
Shannon.
the guy.
Well,
We have
Drayux, I'm
$50
officially
from-
behind you, buddy.
I can't find the revolver guy. All right, I guess it's oh, wrong button again. Wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna run. I'm just running. I'm just going.
Was it
I
the
could not
revolver
find the
humans?
other
Nico?
Yeah,
revolver.
the
Like,
revolver
find the
humans. I wanted to try
revolver
to pipe bomb them to get rid of them, but apparently nah.
Dude, I couldn't
Alright.
find a second revolver guy. He wasn't in any of his spots that I know he usually is. So
Yeah, there's multiple
I don't
patterns
know,
to learn
dude.
here.
That was weird. That was really weird. I'm
Alright
not
then.
dead somehow, so I'll use one of my way too many medkits.
Why have I got the flamethrower? No! Oh god.
my gosh,
Okay.
dude.
It's just chaos.
This is getting a little bit chaotic right now. Okay. Do we have any more donations for this little bit?
That's just 16 in a nutshell, though.
Do we have any more
Here we
donations or
have,
plugs in the meantime?
we have $50 from Rizzler with no comment, and $20 from Birdman, who says, "Extremely fun and entertaining race. Thanks, guys. Condolences to Drayux Handbrake. State needs to find some new hobbies." And both donations go towards the Crash the Coasters incentive for roller coaster tycoon
I just
all
died
race
again.
scenarios.
Oh, no, Nico.
So can we reach $34K before this run
I think
finishes?
we could do. We can do,
I
guys.
think
If
we
you
can
want
totally
to
do that.
you want to make that happen, get
Hell
those
yeah.
donations in. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid.
Yeah, just both my runners lighting themselves on fire right now, just to keep the game on an even
You
playing
know,
field.
I
Strong.
practiced, like, this mission in particular a whole bunch this morning. Didn't die once. I just want to say
It
that.
is it is like that sometimes, yes, for sure.
That's the marathon pressure, I guess.
Marathon luck.
So you're
now I'm
actually
destroying
perfectly
Molotovs
synced
at
up.
myself.
You're perfectly synced up now. You're both on the torch panel. It's hilarious.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool. Well, that
So-
works then.
So yeah, just 2 revolver humans here and 3 shotgun humans. But if
That's
any of
hilarious.
the humans sees you, even the single patrolling ones, they'll alert the rest to your presence. So generally, you get shot even before you've got halfway down the end of the second corridor.
Let's
So
go.
throwing a flare here, yeah. So what that does is it usually pulls all the humans into the room. You go around the quiet way. Dre's on the minigames, nice.
All right.
Ah, right. So you're on the second panel cut. My mistake.
See how this goes. Have I got a firebug going or something? Definitely a lot louder than it needs to be.
This mission is just
that
really
bug
loud.
when you reload it. Yeah, where
Okay,
the
so-
fire will just be at full blast. Like,
Yeah.
it messes up position or something.
Perfect Molotov. So that's the lure you want. All the humans just nicely dotted up in one
Ow.
little section.
Oh god.
Okay, gonna leave the shotgun guy alive. Fair enough.
I'm
quick,
gonna just heal very, very soon, and I'm not gonna pipe bomb him, but I'm just gonna leg it basically. I'm gonna leg it. Oh, fire!
That's a good plan. That's the plan that worked for me. Oh yeah, my eggs is gonna be super sketchy.
I'm glad I died earlier on because it would have been super sketchier for me because like I would have had all the humans alive.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So again, planting this Molotov because when we come back through this section, and we will after the spacewalk, there's going to be an alien chasing us from the corner there. So Nico puts down the Molotov just so Steve doesn't come and stab him in the back. Just thinking ahead for when he comes back. But yeah, we come into one of the more chill sections of the game. It's like M9, but outside in space.
It's like the eye of the hurricane, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the rest of Mission 16 is a catastrophe, but then there's like the spacewalk.
I've always preferred Spacewalk to M9, to be honest. M9 is like, there's nothing to look at, you know, it's just rocks and dirt on the LV-426 place, but Spacewalk, at least space is pretty, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at it.
If I could choose between them at the same point in the run, I'd say I probably agree. That said, I like Mission 9 better because I'm like less, I don't know, it's less notorious, you know?
I suppose, yeah.
I have lost way too many runs in missions, like world record pace runs in Mission 16. It's not even funny.
Yeah, the revolver girl that Nico tried to pipe earlier, she is notorious for on your way back for killing the run. Because in world record attempts, you won't save after the spacewalk, which is about 12 minutes long. So yeah, there's no way. Like you die, you lose 12 minutes. You're back at the beginning of M16 again. Sad times.
All right, I'm catching up now. Finally.
All right.
So here's the thing, like even with like whatever like situations we might have, like it's always a chance that this game will play us rather than us play it. So anything can happen, especially on Nightmare.
Yeah, that is the other thing too. I have to remember is like we prepared for a while on Novice. And then last minute, we're like, "Oh, we gotta play Nightmare now."
Again, in a roundabout way, thank you very much to you guys because there was a $500 bounty, I believe, and it got met in like pretty much instantaneously before there was even like a graphic posted.
Super awesome.
But it means these guys have to suffer, so there is that. Lots of Molotov damage and revolver humans and Nightmare alien, good times.
So it's definitely been a showcase, at least, why Nightmare it can be fun. It can be fun.
I promise we look a lot more skilled at this than Novice.
Like you have to remember, like when we're speedrunning this a lot, like there is usually a lot of resetability for Nightmare and stuff for that as well, because there's always a full chance that even if things may go right, there's something that could immediately go wrong, and it could be just a case of like for example, mission 12-13. You know that android that we had to headshot to get the key card out? There could be the chance that if you don't line up your shotgun reticle to the perfect bit, then you won't get that full shot to actually like kill the android after you hit it. So there's like even that kind of chance that the run could immediately die there.
There's also the RNG and the spread of the shotgun too.
Yeah. So that's something else that we have to bear in mind as well when we run this. So it's a lot of things that could go wrong. Anyway, I think now that we're in the spacewalky bit, do we have any time for plugs?
Yeah, that was a great time. Oh my gosh, I crashed again.
Wait, what?
Wait, never mind. Oh, never mind. Sorry, things were.
You scared us there for a second.
Don't play with me like that. Oh my
I'm sorry. I genuinely my like the stream froze for a sec, and I'm like, no.
I think Phantasma is briefly BRB quickly, so we'll continue with the spacewalk.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, so the gist of this section is that we try and contact Verlaine. Do you remember Verlaine from Mission 1 who hasn't heard from us in 10 hours or whatever in game time? So we're going to go ring her up by moving the satellite array and try and get her to evacuate us by bringing the Torrens into docking range. And that's essentially the end objective of the game, but everything starts going downhill now. There's multiple aliens running all around the station, everything's on fire. I remember when I played through this game the first time, I was like an absolute lore hound. I read every terminal, I played every audio log, every ID tag, and then after the nest from here, I was just running for my life because everything is just on fire and trying to kill you. So 16, I'd say, is this spacewalk is the last bit where you can sort of relax in the run. It's really focused to the end. Very, very high skill, high knowledge. It's good stuff.
Yeah, the end requires a lot of practice just because there's so much chaos, because it's trying to really really pushed the casual player till the end of the game, and yeah, so it gets kind of chaotic. It's a lot of there's a lot of scripted events, as I kind of mentioned way back at the start of today's run. So we can manipulate those pretty well since we're speedrunning this. And we know that they're there. But yeah, for the casual player, it's like I just used my flamethrower. What? It's not fair.
It reminds me of the, the "This is fine" dog emote, where like, everything's on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I should rename my splits for that.
Fire
Actually,
too, so it's even more accurate.
M17, M18 should just be "This is fine."
Mission 18 is in particular.
So, do we have a Phantasma back?
If my internet allows me to do that, I guess that yes.
Welcome back, buddy.
Because this is being a bit troll. So we have a good amount of donations to mention right now. We have $50 from PT, who says, I work in it, and nothing gets to me more than when Tech just goes noob.
Yeah.
Here's to hoping drayux luck changes. And we have $10 from Rainbow Silla, who says, drayux, you have been amazing tackling with these multiple IRL difficulties. You mad lad. Another $10 donations by Anonymous, who says, donating for the sanity of drayux. And Limates donating $10, saying 10 for drayux. You're handling it like a big champ, 64. You're frame perfect. All these memes, and it's gonna be worth. And Sparkling Sweet Drop donated $30, saying, for drayux broken break. Donation high! And Astral Storm donates $25, saying chaos. Chaos.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much.
It was our evil plan all along.
Not only,
sure.
Not only thanks for the support, but for supporting the charity especially. That is way too kind. Also, I never thought of the funny fun. My break broke. I was good. I like that.
But again, just seriously, thank you all so much. I mean, supporting like both runners in the format of this race, because like at the same time, this is like longer runs do obviously have more of an impact on mental health as well, and like shorter runs for the same time as well with its reset ability. But obviously, the longer time that the longer that the run usually gets, like the more kind of like impactful, say, a situation can happen, if you know what I mean. So obviously, like with this sort of case of like IRL like difficulties of like, you know, the actual tech itself not working, it can blame like more on you know, like especially with, like, as I said, Drake said, you know, like the amount of time being awake and our emotions being more on the line, because, you know, we want to try and put on the best show possible that we can, if you know what I mean. So
and then when tech doesn't cooperate, it's just there.
So obviously your support, like even in a format of just you guys being here,
being
means
in the view count,
a lot to us. So thank you guys, seriously, thank you.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, like,
but we are going to be getting to a fun part very, very soon. Actually, Drakes, you're right there now. Do you want to tell people to like look out for the
little
so
Easter
we got
egg?
a fun little Easter egg. I'm gonna try to get my reticle right where you should look. Oh, you can't see my reticle. Well, look right in the middle of the screen in just a little bit here. We're not quite there yet. Just gonna climb up the bottom side. Maybe.
I always forgot that the aliens were fine in space until I saw this Easter egg in my first playthrough, because it'd been ages since I'd seen it.
There he is, right in the middle of my screen.
Slinking around,
We got a
little
little
sneaky,
friend.
sneaky weasel. Look at him over there.
Breaking quarantine, SMH.
Yeah. He's actually going to make an appearance when both players come back from the spacewalk. He's going to drop down and take care of those humans we ran past.
And he's gonna have one of the most reset heavy points in the another major reset point in the run is right after spacewalk, which is probably why I don't like spacewalk, honestly.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, don't forget your safety stays, of course. Notorious here for this revolver girl. She's not Heidi, but everyone seems to call her Heidi. She's like Heidi V2.
They use the they use the same models, so I spun too far. Alright, I'm gonna grab the safety save. Like, if there's any safety save to get in the entirety of a run, this is the one.
Yeah, I would say when you're building up to world record attempts, like when I was new to the game back in January, this is the last safety save that I started removing.
Yeah.
Me as well. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
So
we're gonna go up here, and then Ricardo, sadly, our boy, our backup, our strong pillar, he is sadly no more. As he cuts mid-conversation there, he has been given a face hug from behind. Very cruel. We'll run past him quickly and drop a 7 in chat, a salute in chat for Ricardo. We'll see him in just a second. He is no more, sadly.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
so you
10.
see, Yeah, this principal Dre is
12,
using
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. There we go. We're good to run.
Nice.
So you
Took a
see
while to
here,
talk
the
to
fact
Valet.
that he's making noise when Steve can't hit him actually enables Steve to go
Oh,
into a
wrong button! Oh my gosh, I went for the handbrake again and I died to Heidi V2.
Oh no!
Ah, dude, old habits die hard.
So that was a perfect demonstration of the first half, and then it, just because of this, technical difficulties, the bind wasn't there.
Gotta
But that
remember
was
my buttons. It's that one.
slowly catching up.
That's alright, that's alright.
poor guy. But yeah, so the principle is that when you're in a place where the alien can't get to you, we use this in a few spots, and you create noise by any means. The alien goes into a locked up vent pattern, so Dre actually kissed Steve on the way back. They just ran through Steve. And normally that would kill you on Nightmare, but the alien is in a locked pattern where he's going to up vent no matter what, which lets Dre just head over there, back up this round.
Right, and you can see on my screen as well if you want to see the alien one more time. Just look into the middle and you'll be able to see like a xenomorph just slowly crawling about.
There we go.
There it is.
Okay, this button, I'm ready this time.
Good, good. You got it, man.
So
And in it
Revolver's
goes.
one hit, one kill, which is why it's so important here.
And...
Very nice.
Oh, there we go.
Nicely
Revolver
done.
gun has been
Steve's back
sufficiently.
down again. He's having a fun time.
Revolver girl has been sufficiently barbecued. She will shoot you in the back, even if you try and run past her. So we always have to kill her.
Yep.
You're essentially just coin flipping your entire run if you run past her. And
Some
most
people
of the
will
time,
chuck, if they have an extra pipe bomb or Molotov, they'll chuck it before. Like
Yeah.
out the open door, nice. They'll chuck it
Nice.
before and kill her beforehand. It can save a bit of time, but it's kind of up for grabs.
So you're going to see here Dre on the right hand side. He's going to glance at Ricardo with a face hugger on his face. Very sad. F's in chat. He is no more. And we're all on our lonesome once again.
I'm going to reload before I save so I don't have to do this bit every single time.
I
Nice.
decided to drop the Molotov just so I can save here. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, that's
Better
fair.
safe than sorry in mission death 16.
And this is why it's so...
Oh, hey, humans.
Leaving
Well,
those
there's
revolver
Revolver
humans
guy.
alive is
No
just
longer.
so dicey. What?
No longer
drop
do
a-
I have to worry about Revolver Guy.
Did you drop a flare? Was it the sound of your Molotov?
No, I think it was the Molotov. Come on,
Oh my
Steve.
goodness. Okay, well, this is a very creative strat.
Yeah,
normally
that's not
those-
exactly how that's supposed to go, but it works. Don't you dare kill me. Okay, that works.
So
too.
normally those revolver humans, if you don't kill them, they're a huge threat.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to move my microwave for a second.
Sure. Could just a new invented strat, just using the sound of Molotovs to distract humans. They just legged it up the stairs right past Ripley a little bit. So
you
Dre,
know, I
look-
guess it works.
Yeah, Dre, looks like you might be out here.
That was a successful 16
Very,
right
very,
there.
yeah, pretty smooth.
Not exactly what I expected. In fact, I've never seen that before. I hate to say the age-old marathon quote, but I have never seen that before.
Hey, that's never happened before. Nice.
Oh, wrong button again! Oh,
Okay, there we
circle
go.
back!
So stun batons are completely silent as Dre chases this guy around. Okay,
looking at the
Oh,
There we
he'll,
go.
shoot, he'll shoot at you if you don't take him out. So.
Out of the corner of my eye.
So actually, Dre is safe there because the human didn't get a shot off. If the human fires a shot too late, after a few seconds delay, Steve will actually drop. So Dre is actually all good because the human was just running away from him like they were playing tag. Managed to drop him with the stun baton there. So nice recovery.
All right, Nico, since you're behind, I'm gonna go for the door break.
Right, cool.
Oh, go ahead, man. Good luck.
Getting fancy.
So Nico able to run this whole section here. He saw the Molotov go off there, the explosion, the orange flash, which means Steve will go into an up vent pattern. And now
I'm still
Nico
keeping
just
an eye
has
out
to
for
deal
any
with these
humans, though. That's my one thing.
Yeah, leaving the revolver guy alive can cause some issues here, so it'll be interesting to see what
Oh,
happens.
God.
I never heard Steve drop.
I'm okay.
Cool.
It
So-
almost looked like it was the revolver guy there for a second.
Yeah, so Dre threw an EMP there to create a source of noise. You can also use a flare in silent run categories.
Wrong button.
Oh, there we go.
Was that a good or bad wrong button?
Did I get it? Oh, we got it, baby.
Nice.
This door, he used the
I-
sound of an EMP to lure Steve over there, and if the alien is there for a sufficiently long period of time, it actually can be the guard as well, right?
Yeah,
any
the
NPC.
guard as well. That's what we use in OCC is the guard, because
Yeah.
we can cycle run and the guard never sees us.
Did he shoot
so-
at the same time there? I can't tell.
I think you should be fine. You should be fine.
All right, let's go.
Well, it's the good
I
save,
was
at
gonna
least.
go for the canister shot, but the canister wasn't there. So
So there's actually a
Debating
facehugger
canister.
in that room and a door animation that you have to go through. So I think door break saves around about 5 seconds or so. Just nice little flex there on the wheel. Like door break on wheel is actually even trickier than it sounds. The inputs. Also, Steve can't see you or he won't go for the door break. So it's all about timing.
yeah.
As Nico comes off this first terminal here, throwing a flare to distract Steve, just so he stays away from this tram.
Yup. Gotta make him. He's kind of cute. The way he you can drop out anything. He goes check it out. Look at that. Look at that cutie. He's like, ooh, what's this? And ooh, bright and shiny.
Showing off his butt for the camera, shameless.
Really,
alien.
shameless, dude.
Now, should
Honestly,
I
like model tier.
I can't remember if I go for the Stumbaton charge here. Should I try?
You can try.
If you
I would
have a
save.
baton charge, perfect
I
use
would
for
save
it,
right
yeah.
before,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. So the trick Nico's referring to is you can actually kill huggers with the stun baton, and it's completely silent.
The hugger baton. I think you meant the guard.
No.
Ah, damn it.
Well,
Then we're too late.
good little
I
hugger
forgot
really.
to smack the tram. What am I doing?
I need to be like crouched a little bit as well anyway, so let's do it one more time, shall we?
Yeah, it's easier. So if you, even the flamethrower makes noise just like a revolver, especially on Nightmare, the alien has very good hearing. So,
Damn
but the
it!
stun baton,
Too late again. I can't predict it. Okay, last try before I do it normally.
Oh
So
my
the stun
gosh.
baton has the advantage of being completely silent however you use it. So that's why Dre used it on the guard when he was doing his little, duck duck goose with the guard at the beginning there at 17. It's because the stun baton is completely silent. Gonna head out
Okay,
this
now
lift.
I'm not going to bother with it anymore. That was a fun attempt,
Oh,
but nah.
So Dre
That would be
has
so awesome had you gotten it.
a save
Then again,
station
you
here
also
just
got
on
a
the left.
deathless nest, so like
Yeah,
that's
true.
already a huge
I guess
plus.
that's it makes up for that. I guess. Down. There we go.
So heading over to the
I'm gonna
right
wait for
here.
the
So this
android
is-
just a little bit because he likes to be particularly tricky.
Yeah, the inputs are a bit harder on wheel to get this shot right. On keyboard or mouse, you probably just run straight at him. Nicely
Yeah,
done.
it's the timing in this room that's mostly getting me.
Yeah. So
There
you
we
see
go.
that this is fine memes as well because everything's just on fire now, right? It's aliens dropping everywhere.
Oh my gosh! And then the human body blocked me.
All right, so now that like I'm not getting any drop from the xenomorph means I can just do this whole section like when we get to the other way, I don't have to like bang the tram to actually like make the xenomorph stay on this end. That I can actually just run to the actual elevator.
Yep, so this
Easy peasy.
code section is just a E and Q out,
Give
like
me
Nico
the
mentioned
boy!
earlier.
Oh my gosh! I kept trying to grab the charge back. Come
Yeah,
on,
you
there
can't-
we go.
So because of this Joe, you cannot lose time, otherwise this Joe just loves to nab you from behind.
Yep.
Again,
Oh no!
and because again it's a super Joe, so 21% damage just from a grab. Absolutely no messing around with the NPCs here.
Should do I have
This
a
will be
bolt
catching
gun?
up very shortly. I almost ran there.
Oh gosh, I
Whoops.
got 4 Vulcan ammo.
So again, this is another direct AI trick. Nico mentioned not banging, but banging here basically tricks the alien to thinking you're in transit in this tram in Nico's POV, and lets you run to this broken elevator with no interruptions. It's just a nice manipulation of the direct AI.
I think we're fine now. I can't hear any scuttering around from the xenomorph, so we should be fine.
Cool. Sounds good.
trying to think about
Why
what's
isn't it flame in the knife?
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say
no!
that.
It looked like I was a little sideways. Okay, eventually.
All right, so I'm nearly caught up to you now. So I think this is going to be a point where we're both on pace nearly.
Yeah. Very minimal time between the two runners.
Okay, so I'm going to think about what strategy I'm going to use here.
So Dre opting for the bulk on this time, just getting rid of this Joe as he's on low HP.
That's what I
so-
tried last time too, and then I died to Steve. So
Yeah. Well, one step at a time. So the Joe's out his way because obviously Nightmare HP is pretty monk-ass at this point if you don't have a med kit.
I don't even know what happened there. He was definitely going the other way. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yeah, it's always risky to run immediately. You're always risking that he
struggling.
goes into a fast stop vent.
Okay, good.
Normally the safe way that we flame Steve there is we wait on the other side of the table, we flame him, wait for him to go up, and then we hit the terminal.
Actually, I'm going to flame him normally.
But
Okay.
Dre trying to squeeze every last second out of this movement here. Very nice shot from the Joe.
There we go.
I really need this to work this time. It worked the first time.
So this is just an
I don't know what my
ENQ
health
out
is
from
like.
Nico here. And the code is 1984. I'm not sure whether that's like actually a George Orwell reference, but I always call this the George
I'm just
Orwell.
gonna EMP mine him. No.
It won't work.
Okay, I'm gonna reset.
Could always shotgun him.
I'm gonna put bolt gun in. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use a bolt gun. Just like staring death in the face there for a second.
Just your life flashed before your eyes.
Okay, back around we go. It's the first time I've ever been that confused what to do ever.
In Mission 7, and Mission 7 and 17 are a little notorious. And it's kind of proving itself.
There we go.
So I'm about to enter the hallway of doom.
Yeah, so if you play this in your first playthrough, this bit is an absolute just pain. And it's stressful here even in the speedrun for multiple reasons. One, you're running under vents constantly. And two, Steve can drop in a variety of different patterns here. We try and get him into consistent patterns, but a lot of this sort of U-turn section is about reacting to his pattern of choice and trying to get him into a up vent pattern safely. Do you see Dre's just running the entire way here? Molly in his hand. Are you going to go for the plant or are you going to go for the swag throw?
I'm going to go for the swag.
Okay. Very, very nice. So that vent is called the Vent of Death that Dre just ran under. In Nightmare, sort of maybe 7 times out of 10, he'll just be waiting for you there.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Yeah. You can hug the wall and avoid getting vented, though.
Yes. Yeah.
You just have to remember to hug the wall, and of course that's the silent killer.
That's the trick, yeah, hugging the wall. But if you don't hug the wall, I'd say 7 times out of 10 he is going to be there. Safety save before the hugger, very nice.
There we go, dropped on the other side, good.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Nico got the law, which also enables him to run this entire way.
Oh, wrong button! Okay.
So this section is a safe section, the alien can't drop. There's a face hugger here, so those cardboard boxes, those are the ones I'm talking about. If the hugger just decides to take a kip under one of those boxes and run at you, you have to wait until the last second, otherwise the box will save his life. It's absolutely maddening. So that's the molly throw Dre was talking about.
I think I got the swag. Yeah, so it buttons through the window somehow, not exactly sure, but...
Just the alien sees fire and is like, nope, this girl knows what she's doing, I'm gonna peace out. Let's Dre run all the way to the second safety save.
I should probably drop the other safety save.
Yeah,
when I practiced, I was skipping this save.
No, you should.
Are you doing the PC strat?
I'm doing the PC strat. Dude.
Nice. Let's talk about that quickly.
I was 3 for 4 in my practice.
So there's scripted events and reactive events. So this alien running in from the left is a scripted event. So Dre is actually going to flame him sufficiently enough to up vent, and then pull the lever while the alien is actually inside him.
So that's a perfect example of what it's describing in Mission 2 is we can exploit some of the scripted events just like that.
Yeah,
okay.
And the alien will head off to an exit vent. Yep, vent of death.
There we go.
And it's very, very tricky. Once in a blue moon, the alien can actually kill you while you're on that lever, even if you do the strat correctly, especially if you run from the left.
It can be weird. And also, if you turn around and run too quickly, he will also get you, even if you get the flame.
You can't touch him, yeah. Post lever pull. Very nice.
Alright, here we go.
So this
now
exit,
the PC strat as well?
Is the most stressful part of M17 for me, the exit here. Because there's a drop.
Me?
That's really good. So you can drop from this vent ahead of you here on your face.
That's exactly the cycle we want, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
So dropping behind you is perfect. It means you get all the way into this vent and you're usually out 9 times out of 10.
There's every so often he'll drop in here.
In the vents, yeah, which is scary.
In the vent, which is terrifying. That's why this is the one spot. He's left me too. Oh, it's not good.
You see Dre pulling out the tracker there just to get an idea of where he is.
Okay. That's like the only spot in the run I use the tracker, other than the part you have to use it in mission for.
Yeah. Very nice. It is terrifying when he drops on you in that little section.
It is,
so close
yeah.
to you.
The way he crawls after you in the vent, dude, especially if you don't like tight spaces like me. Oh.
Alright, so I'm going to bring him down a little bit here. So I'm going to do my little safety strat.
Go for it. Best of luck to you.
No, I don't know which way he's coming from now. There he is. Cool. Goodbye.
So both runners got the nice RNG there. Steve can drop in your face, and it took me a while when I was doing recce attempts to sort of figure out strat here, and the thing we came up with was just shotgunning him. So we mentioned before the shotgun stuns the alien, but you have about a frame. It's really, you don't have much leeway. So if the alien drops in your face...
Oh, no!
Oh no. Oh, you got like a third-person butt view as well, so it killed you there. Don't know what that was all about.
He dropped
all
when
right,
he
that's
shouldn't have
what
done, basically.
I don't need that flare. What am I thinking? Such an addiction to seeing flares. I saw one on the ground. I'm not used to seeing it. I'm like, oh, well, okay. I just glanced at your stream, then, Nico. That was a very nice butt shot
clip
of Steve.
That was an interesting shot to see.
Man, dude, do you see how defined those cheeks were? Oh my
Nico
gosh!
pulling off the PC strat there as well. I saw that. Very nice.
Yeah, I forget that we have to be a little bit careful going through the door and stuff like that because he's still technically able to hear you. So I tried it, but you know what I mean. I tried.
This hack is also a pain because the the closed caption covers up the bottom hack, or the bottom thing. So you kind of have to like look between the letters.
Yeah,
it's a little mischief, but I'm honestly really proud that I got that hack like that. I'm not gonna lie. That was
basically
cool.
This mission is just Villain screaming at us that we're insane, but we're basically just trying to clear a way so that the Torrens can dock. Oh, very nice.
Okay, pressing all the wrong buttons.
Everything's on fire. Yeah, there's aliens everywhere. There can be up to technically 3 based on reset patterns aliens here, but for all intents and purposes there's 2. But 2 is plenty. Just 2 nightmare aliens. If they touch you, you die. So we come out of the vent system
kind of a common
here.
theme, isn't it?
Yeah. One final blue hack to do for Dre, and then he'll be able to go to the terminal and unlock the umbilical clamp before he heads up to the top of the stairs. Lots
this android, by the way, is a pain to get around on the wheel.
Oh, God,
right.
yeah.
Mission 17 pretty much done now. Thank goodness.
Nice.
There we go. So we're catching up very, very soon to the end. Actually, like we just got this mission and then the very, very short mission 19. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah. I think we'll have some time for
dude.
some more donations during the final spacewalk too.
Yeah.
But for now, so yeah, any android who's lying on the ground like that with his eyes in white means that he's active if you turn your back to him. So Dre has to get close to him, keep looking at him on the ground before he can turn his back. Or the android will actually grab you and cause Steve to drop in some cases. So you just die while you're in the grab animation. It's very annoying. So some sprint bursting here up to the top of the stairs as Nico runs towards this cutting panel.
All right.
You see the sprinting action with my bright, colorful socks? By the
Just
way,
in case you haven't
gonna
seen the
flex.
socks yet, just in case. So just
In
look
case you
above
haven't
Drake's
seen the
head.
socks, it's not too late.
I'm wearing one Harry Potter sock and one other odd sock. So there we go. All right, I'm into mission 18 now.
Safety save.
I'm into mission 18 now.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, good stuff.
What a fun run this has been.
So this save that Dre is doing is in like a mini safe area after you do the terminal. Yeah. Just panic.
That's another scripted drop, so we run past him, turn around, and then this guy down here is also scripted, but he's not scripted at a good time. So you just kind of have to flame and pray.
Yeah, he runs at you
Flame
from
and
the,
pray,
from the
I
right-hand
like
side.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There's a really cool strat in Nightmare NMG on keyboard and mouse where we just shotgun that guy in the face and then run straight the way to this.
Yeah, that's what I do in the
level.
keyboard mouse is the shotgun instead. A little bit faster.
Always
You
feels
usually have
good
to turn around and
record.
shotgun him twice though, because he'll be a stinker. Gosh, but is it as cool as Dr. Coolman?
He's dead.
But he went out with a bang.
Sorry, I was going to ruin the joke there.
So yeah, he's like super cold now, right?
Oh yeah, like cold beyond the grave. So there we go.
Got those
All
socks
right,
on.
I'm going to guys. Should I attempt double huggers?
Do it.
On a wheel.
I'm gonna go
yeah,
for double
go
huggers. All right, so this is a really cool glitch. This is a keyboard mouse glitch, but I'm gonna go for, and it's allowed no magic glitches for whatever reason, which requires me manipulating facehuggers in just a way where I can skedaddle past one of them, and then there's a glitch. It's actually just like a glitch in Subnautica, where if I'm in a tight space and I have my weapon drawn, and the facehugger jumps on me from behind, it adds our 2 speeds together.
Yeah.
And it gives you this launch forward, and so double huggers is like the ultimate flex.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you can pull
I'd
off this
say-
ultimate flex after everything, I'm going to be so impressed, man. So good luck to
say-
you. Can we get
All
some
right,
blessings
thank
in the
you.
chat, please, for double huggers? Let's do this.
My opinion, it's
Let's
about
see here.
60% skill, 40% RNG. So even if he does everything perfect here, he might not get it.
Messed up my first manipulation, didn't twist far enough. That's alright, that's how it is. I'm gonna give it, let's say, I'm gonna give it 4 more tries.
All right.
Sure.
Gives you enough time to catch up anyway.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Forse posso usare la piattaforma di montaggio.
So, double hugger boost, as the name sounds, requires you to get 2 boosts. The first one depends on this set of 2 huggers here, and then a third hugger spawns in behind you. Straight does a spin. Oh, it's just the turn speed, isn't it?
Not quite. The turn speed is definitely the hardest part.
So even if you do everything perfectly, it somewhat depends on the spawn of the final hugger. But I would say it's probably the hardest trick to do in the game. Precious few runners have pulled it off in live runs.
There we
For
go.
some reason, I only wanted to flame him once there, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, the other 2 shots. So my brain decided to compute there for a
no,
moment.
it's too slow.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, I didn't die, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that as a victory.
So that first hugger that jumped on Dre's face is the one that was supposed to boost him first, which gets him close enough to kill the hugger that you're about to see coming at him from the front. And then the final hugger that comes from the back gives him a boost into this cutscene with 2 aliens. But it's extremely tricky to pull off.
Yeah, I mean, it's super
Very,
cool,
very,
but it's
very
super
hard.
tricky for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm finally coming up to like the second part of Mission 18 now. So again, we're probably like about like maybe 10 minutes before the run's done. I guess.
We're really close.
Less than that, really. Less than that.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 or so. Yeah. By the way, what I just did there as well is another manipulation. So there's supposed to be 2 aliens, one of which the guy on our right was scripted. He's gonna be stuck in his animation for a long time. The other guy will be fully active, and I imagine that was intentionally done. So one of them will be a threat, but not both of them will attack you at the same time and bug out the game.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, if you make noise as soon as he's dropping, he just doesn't drop.
By the way, I'm going to try and do 1 hugger boost because I actually managed to pull it off the other day as well. So
Nice.
It's based on anything that takes that second alien out of the game. So it can even be a flare, something to distract him, or sound. Lots of different strats for removing that alien, but it saves you a good, I think, 7-8 seconds, something like that, maybe more. Nice little speedruns tech.
there we go.
Okay.
Okay,
Nico
I'm gonna
passed
keep
the
an eye
first 2
out.
set of huggers. So that hugger I was talking about, the final boosting one, that's spawned behind Nico right now, so he's going to use it to boost. Or attempt.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Very
Did you get it? Nice.
nice. Yeah, he did.
Very nice.
And that front hugger there is notorious for ending runs, especially in any percent. He's sort of like the final obstacle you have to get through.
Yeah, really.
And
The final
there's all
boss
sorts
is a
of
face hugger.
like nooks and crannies that he loves to jump into, and Ripley loves to do sort of the dab, where she puts her weapon away when she comes up close against the surface.
Yeah, we don't like the man dab.
No, we do not. Let's give it. But he got hugger boost though. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
brave.
So double huggers, as you can guess, does that twice.
There we go. Nice.
Oh,
There's the
man.
first one.
It's a solid boost too.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me? What? Like,
Are you-
it didn't get the flame burst doesn't get him sometimes. Like the second burst usually does, but wow!
Yeah, you might have to double tap your flamethrower, to be honest. That front hugger just loves. You're so close to the end of a run. You're 2.5 hours in. You're feeling good.
I'm not going to
Your
attempt it
life
anymore.
splits green.
I did it for the memes, but you know, it's not a good time. And I'm
Probably
reloading.
Oh, man.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
All right. So that elevator fall gives you scripted health. So no matter how hot it is in here, you can run straight through the fire and not worry about it.
Yeah, the game gives you health back, which is a nice touch.
And I
Oh,
should
damn.
note, this is fine.
Yeah, it's definitely M18 if this is fine, isn't it?
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
once
gosh.
Dre pulls this lever, depending on whether he gets double pinned, I don't know how doable it is on steering wheel.
Oh!
Maybe
Nico's a lot better at wheel double pins than I am, but I'm gonna give it my
Okay,
best
okay.
shot.
I am out of flamethrower fuel.
Oh
No.
no!
might
You
That
have to
was
use another
the
shotgun.
CC strat.
Well, you've got plenty of shotgun fuel.
Sorry,
I
you
do.
yes.
Shotgun ammo.
So I'm just gonna. My goodness me! I apologize about that.
But when Dre
Hey,
pulled
dude, it's
that
all good.
lever,
It's all good. No need to
Okay.
apologize.
Road
That's
volley.
that was
Pulled that
my
lever.
first out
Okay,
of my
it's time to
run.
flex for a little bit.
round about 5 minutes till the end of the run, if you get double pins and fast walk.
Okay.
Okay, the revolver flex, nice.
Can I have a quick moment for some donations?
Absolutely,
Yes,
buddy.
Dre,
Go
this is
for it.
space walk.
Perfect time.
Okay, because this is a very important
Shotgun fuel.
communication that I need to read. First of all, $20 from Fape_Shadow, who says, "Let's go, Dre and Nico. Steve, behave yourself." We also have $20 from ADOPS saying, "Been looking forward to this Alien Isolation race all week and I'm amazed. Input remapping on the fly? Are you for real? Here's 20 from my seat, for my seat. But I will only be using the edge of it." Also, we have $10 from Alien SX. We have $10 from them saying, "Loving this race. Alien is so smart, even makes runners have technical problems. Don't let him win. Defeat the alien."
Don't
And
worry, Nico
we
is so
have-
technically winning this one.
That donation goes towards the Crash the Coasters incentive. And also, we have $10 from Luxy Dream with no comment. Thank you so much for the donations. And that goes towards the character choice incentive for X-Mutants, any percent.
It's awesome. Thank you guys so much for the generosity.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, really awesome.
Now, we probably are going to be a tiny bit overestimate, but with all the tech and everything that's been happening today, I feel like...
Yeah, and we started early too, so I think we're going to be right about perfect.
Yeah.
Also, there is a fun glitch, which we might actually see. Oh, I say fun. It's not going to be fun for Nico if he gets it. But if you die a few times in Mission 18, sometimes you can get memory corruption.
Ooh.
And when you're on the final stage
What?
of double
I
pins...
can't believe I died there. Are you kidding
I
me?
died to the train.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, at least Mission 18 is autosave haven.
Yeah, you know how I spoke about how autosaves are few and far between? You get 2 of them here, luckily, because the game knows. The game wants to kill you with this train, both the trains, so... Luckily, it throws in a nice little autosave. So Nico won't lose too much time at all.
Thank goodness for that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you die... if you die a lot in M18s, the probability's just gone up now. There's a bug where, while you're on the final set of pins to blow up the space station here, Steve can actually kill you while you're in the animation. It's something to do with memory, so we might see it. I hope we don't.
There's another similar bug I got once where as soon as you know the pins, you stand up and you skip the entire animation.
Oh, really?
All right, can we get this?
I think in VR, like the VR mods, that can happen too, yeah.
Right, I'm going to try and do the
it.
shotgun, the CC strat with these guys here. Here's hoping.
Wait,
Good luck.
wait!
Looks like you got it.
I got it, but I think I'm about to
die.
I just heard an alien sprint.
Yeah, so if you hear a hiss, that's a sign of memory corruption, generally speaking. So
no.
I'm actually
Wait, what?
curious to see for both.
I heard a
players.
hiss and he sprinted behind me, dude. I
Ooh.
panicked.
It doesn't always kill you, but
Yeah, I think he's like right here. He's like gonna kill me in like a split second. I'm calling
he's
it.
just chilling behind you.
Let's find out, I guess.
Oh, I don't have any animation for this pin. What the heck? Please tell me that doesn't mean I just died. Okay, I've never experienced this before. I know
I've
this
never
happens.
seen that either.
I've
What?
never personally gotten this before.
This is just so
That's
the stress
amazing.
of going through the space station has just given Ripley psychic powers, so she's just pulling up runs with her mind or rungs with her
And
mind.
Steve didn't kill me either.
Yeah, so
Steve
he's out.
V8. So
If
we're
he was
okay.
gonna die, he would have died on that final pin. As Nico walks to the handle here.
All right, so I'm about 5 minutes from finishing at the moment, just as an FYI to tech. But I am going to attempt the double pins, and I am usually
It
very
saves
good
time.
at doing them. So here's hoping, right?
I got my first double pins on wheel, so I'm very pleased. I didn't get
I'm
double pins, but like, yeah.
But the way double pins works is hitting the 2 prompts very quickly. You can actually hit just double tap E.
Got fast walk too.
Hell
You
yeah.
got a fast walk.
All right.
Nice.
All right, the run may have been tragic in the middle, but it decided to be nice to me at the end. We talked about this at the very start of the run. This is
9-second time save.
Fast walk
Yeah.
is like 8.7 I think second time save that
Something like
can make
8.9,
or
I
break a
think.
world record. 8.9.
Yeah.
Okay, I can remember for sure.
So time will be coming up for drayux very, very soon, by the way. So if you want to call time when it's good, Dre.
Should we
and
call it
I'll-
on mine or yours? Because you're the one
no,
finishing
'cause,
a full run.
Like it's a race, so you got to say when you're done.
I
and I'll stay on the
skipped
go.
missions.
Oh, just call it, man. Just
I
call
think
it.
you
All
gotta
right,
call it,
wrong
yeah.
button. All right, time in 3, 2, 1. There. I don't know if it counts, but you know.
Good job, guys.
GG.
It was a team effort. It was a team effort.
It was an absolute team effort.
I just
it
gotta
was.
say, for those of you guys who may have dropped in later, Nico is technically the winner of this race. I had a lot of rough patches in the middle of the run, and I ended up skipping from 14 to 16 just so we could match up again, because I was gonna be way over time had I not. So the victory does still go to Nico, even though it looks like I'm ahead.
Regardless, again, it's not about the race. It's about the charity efforts at the same time. And you know what? That's still we still had so much fun. But to sweeten it off just a little bit, shall we see if we can get the double pins? Shall we see?
Dude, get that double pins.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
And while Nico does his Chariots of Fire walk, do we have any last donations before we finish the run?
All right, Nico, I've got to stream your stream with less latency now.
Yeah. Fantastic. Do we have any plugs?
Here, we need to remember the people that you're watching ESA Summer 21. We are raising money for Save the Children. And when children experience trauma, Save the Children works to ensure they receive the care, rehabilitation, and psychosocial support they need to be children again. So every dollar you donate are gonna go towards them. And remember that you can put your money towards different bid wars we have, and with different donation incentives we have for different runs during the marathon. And at the same time, you can be part of the different raffle from different prizes that we have. Being the biggest one, a PlayStation 5 bundle with Ratchet and Clank with a minimal amount of $50 on total of every donation. For example, if you donate today $20 and tomorrow you donate $40, that's the minimum amount of money you need to be part of the raffle for this amazing PS5 one. And also we have two ViewSonic monitors, $35 and $25 as a minimum bid for any of those. You can check the prices page for more information.
That's one set of double pins. Thank you, fantastic.
Oh, you got it, dude.
We got a double pin.
Very smooth.
Yes. All right, that's a fantastic way to finish off the run.
Absolutely. So that is like a hard thing to do on a steering wheel alone. So it's amazing that we're able to get to showcase that. That saves about 30 seconds, by the way, by getting those double pins. Each double pin is a 15-second time save. So boom.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
all right, we need the end, everybody. We need the end. And
massive thank you to everyone.
Let's hope we get some fast walk.
Yeah, let's hope, right?
Fingers crossed. Yeah, everybody who tuned in today, donated, just massive thanks. We appreciate each and every one of you as we bring this alien isolation race to a close. Is he going to get fast walk? Place your bets.
Yeah, boom, and please fast walk. Please.
So we have no idea what causes it. It is just whether the gods decide you get it or not.
Hey, we got it.
Hey, let's go.
Dude.
Yeah.
You gotta teach me how. I never get it.
We got 3 double pins, collectively.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 for both of us. So, it works out. Right, I'll be calling time very, very shortly as well, just as a heads up to the tech. And then we'll do a shortish sign off, and we'll get ready for the next run ahead of us.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, time is happening. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Time. There we go. There we go. A nice fun run between both myself and drayux. GG to you, buddy.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
Again, the victor. Let's see. You got oh, the stream's being slow for me. Yeah. So technically 4 minutes. Minimum time it would have taken me to finish 14 to 15 was what? 10, 15 minutes?
Something of that chords.
Definitely the victor is you, but it was a great race.
It's us after all, isn't it?
It was the teamwork. We carried us through.
And after all, it was the friends that we made along the way. I had to pull the pun there. But
exactly,
if you guys have enjoyed the run, don't forget to check out both myself and drayux.
Was it a run, Nico, or was it a drive?
It was a speedy slope down to insanity. But if you guys enjoyed both of us, I stream on Twitch. My name's Nikoheart, twitch.tv/Nikoheart, and I do speed running for steering wheels, non-steering wheel speed runs, variety games. We have a good amount of fun. Dre, did you want to plug yourself?
Sure, yeah. I'm drayux. I love scary stuff, streaming at games. I do a variety of stuff. I love speedrunning Alien. I have been speedrunning a couple other things like Resident Evil 2. Really considering getting into like Portal 2. But I also just like really spooky stuff in general. So like, you usually see spooky stuff on my channel, and it's It's a great time. Carax as well. You also need a plug, my friend. Carax.
I do occasionally stream. I'm not as dedicated as these two, but I often stream my alien runs and a few games here and there. Also, just as a final plug, we do have a Discord, so these guys showcased a lot of cool strats for you. If you'd like to learn more about them or anything like that, just head over to speedrun.com/AI. There should be a link there. Yeah, well done, both of you.
Awesome.
Massively well played.
Thank you,
GGs.
Carax.
Thank you.
Awesome. I think that's pretty much us for this run, but please stick around.
We got
for more
Metal
amazing
Gear
runs.
Solid coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
So yeah, definitely awesome.
So before we go, do you have any last plugs for us, Phantasma, before we make our way out?
Sure, I want to say thanks you guys for the runs, GG's, and amazing and mildly fun commentary. And stay tuned, guys, because we're going to be having X Mutants by Destructoid. So sorry if I misspelled again this. But well, keep watching the marathon. Thanks everybody, and have a nice day.
Bye, guys.
Awesome.